Yo! Let's turn the music down. Yo, Roxana, what's up? Good afternoon from the beach. Highlight my message, that's worth it. Goated song? I know it is. Yo, sup, Rick? Hello, Benji, what's up? Yo, Cassie, nice seeing you here again. Hello, team. Hello, Edge, what's up? What team? Exclamation mark team, Platon. Who are you coaching? Minx, Roxana. Yo, Voitas, what's up? Who is Praxis? Praxis is our team. That's our team name. Yo, Dyer, what's up, man? Nice to see you here. First time chat? That's criminal. Wait, Tirewolf DBD, is that even real? I think it is, right? I think that's the correct video, correct name. Laser Facecam? No way, I know. About to go to the beach. How's the holiday been there? That can't be a real team name. Well, it is. Unless you have like a goated name that you can suggest, it's gonna be the team name. Didn't have that many? Now you're capping. Can you stop asking me for team names? I mean, you say they're shit, so, you know, I'm trying to see what you would suggest for not being shit. Praxis aura, I can't lie. It kind of does. I think people will. I think people will grow to know it and to like it. Yo, Loaf, what's up? Are you guys looking for more players or not? We're looking for like +1. Ideally, like a solid 5th man. That would be good. Because we currently have Sken as our sub. He's like goated sub, honestly. And yeah. I should probably put exclamation mark team in the title. I will do that. Can you coach me on Nurse? I mean, I can. If you're interested, you can DM me on Discord, Manu. Where is Vobo? Vobo is among the candidates for last spot. Oxy. Only difference between Praxis and other teams is to switch from one ancient language, Latin, to another ancient language, Greek. I mean, I don't know. We like the name. It's from a PoE item. Where can I see new team? Exclamation mark team Paul. I can also link the. To be fair, I can link the Discord server invite. That would probably be useful. There we go. Gonna edit the command. Join the server here. Alright, command is updated. Ross, the command is updated. Now you guys can join the Discord server if you're not on it already. Was it from PoE item? Yes, it was, Sinister. It was. I went through all the PoE uniques to try to find cool names, you know? That were not like super standard comp names. What's the type of coaching you're doing? Today or generally, CP? Today I'm doing probably mostly like chase basics coaching. Today, probably chase basics coaching with Minx. Really nice that the team is set up. Not fully yet. We still need to get like banner art and shit done. Goated, we're in game. The killer queues are only like a solid 7 minutes, but I could queue before stream started, so my audio is also low as fuck for some reason. Rear. Okay, I need to fix the audio after this game. Because it's very, very quiet, for me at least. But I don't know why, because it's the same thing that I used to have. Well. 7 minutes, all I can spare to play killer with you? Exactly. 7 minutes is sadly the minimum time required right now to even play any killer. Holy moly, it's happening? It is, Jack, it is. We are excited as you are to see how it's gonna go. Probably someone over here, right? Yeah. We take those. Get God Pellet. Nice. Someone should be rotating for pull right now. Let's see if we can catch him off guard. There we go. What the hell? Why is this guy going inside the room and then second guess himself? We take those. Next pellet, is he gonna stay here or is he gonna go further? No, he's staying here. That's fine. $1,500 people are already in the server. How is that possible? Well, that's because we're just reusing the knockdown server. We just rebranded. Really hope to see them putting up a good fight. That's what we're planning on. The roster does have a lot of potential. So much turning to do. Holy. Wait, that's everyone here, no? That is everyone here. That's really good for me. Gonna have a hard time saving this. They're all injured as well. Okay, that's some quite solid roster. Quite solid is what you call that, crazy. That sounds criminal. This roster is pretty insane if you ask me. Pretty insane if you ask me. Like, I'm pretty happy. Zaka IGL. It's gonna be probably a mix of Zaka, me, and V1, depending on the situation, the killer, shit like that. Nice. One more. Easy. Don't think that roster should need an IGL. I mean, not a hard IGL, yeah. Probably just gonna... Weird team. Who plays what killers? Paul, in the Discord server. I don't know if you joined or not, but !team, I put the link in there, you can join. We put the whole tier maker of the killer split into there. Yo, quick. Guys. How many people do wanna do open lobbies right now? How many people? Would you guys wanna do open lobbies right now? Because the killer queues are kinda shit. Just go CP off. Join it and watch it. My madams are cooked today. All good, bro. All good. I'm not sure if I want to go CP off. That's the thing. Marvin getting back to killer. He's gonna play 3 killers from what I could see. Yes. Let's give it a chance. Let's give it a try. Let's see what happens if we do open lobby. Bro, killer. I'm so smart. Also, my Spotify randomly stopped playing again. Big fan. Alright, exclamation mark Steam, guys. Not stream. Steam. You guys can join through the profile. Is the person being coached a streamer or just someone who paid? It's someone that I one-on on stream. They're a content creator. And she was interested in coaching. She wanted to improve and had fun. So I figured, why not do it? Yo, okay, so hello? Ban sub. Now that's a man of culture. I like that. Guys, open lobbies, you guys can join. I'll put in the title as well so people know. Alright. Let's see if we have enough. Which monster created that emoji? Dreamer. That's my favorite. What's your IGN? I can put it on screen. Do you know who's in the team you're coaching? It's not a team, it's just a streamer. Actually, I like the split you guys have for killers. I do too, yeah. We talked about it for I don't know, like half an hour or so. Tried to figure out how best we want to do it. That's just what we came up with. We'll see if it sticks, but for now, I think it's a good plan. Will there be anyone new joining too? Any possibilities? Yes. We're as we said in the announcement, we're still looking for a 6th player. We just have a couple options, and there's some uncertainties right now, so we don't want to commit to something before we know all the options, right? So we're just waiting for a week or two to figure out what things are going to be like when they settle down. You doing open lobbies? Yes. Feel free to join, Mashboy. Says private party? Okay. Probably have to fix that. Yes. Thank you. Yo, Gonza. How are you doing? I'm chilling. Today's a good day. Saturday. Big chilling. Count me in, best 6th player in the community, for real, for real? Well, we kind of need a 5th. We have a 6th, but we need a 5th player, crazy. Yo, now the people are coming. Yeah, that's my bad, my bad. Yo, Sezuzi? Whoever that is, I don't know if it's the same name on Twitch or not, but Sezuzi, you have spot in next round for sure, okay? Unless Phoenix is not joining. If the timer is about to run out before Phoenix is in, you can join. That's me? Okay, okay. You handle your audios with great care? I do. I try to do my best. Alright. I try to do my best to take care of the Arias. Let's figure out what... Do we want to run this build, guys? Or do we run something else? What about this? Wait. We go back to tap, right? I ordered one, they broke on me in a week? Jesus, what? Which one did you order, Montron? That sounds horrible. You know what we do? We go this. We go the Animal Watch build. But without item. Actually, we do go item. And I think we go... I think we just go this build. The Animal Watch build. And we spectate the viewer actions. Are your stealth magnets V3? Yeah, I like those. They're good. That's why I'm getting a Senhar 6xx for now, because I throw those bitches and they will live. I'm not sure if you can throw them, but I mean the Arya are a bit... I don't want to say fragile, they're still really good build quality. What happened to yours? When a 6th member on Prax is announced? It's probably gonna be in 1 or 2 weeks. Probably 1 or 2 weeks, guys. What the fuck? 10 stream streak? That's crazy. Welcome in, Kyle. Yo, Jack, thank you for the sub. I appreciate it. Welcome in. I hope you enjoy the Hello Team emote. The right driver burst on itself, if I recall correctly. I've didn't want to give me my money back, but PayPal is goated. Yeah, People is good for that stuff, but they should be replacing that. That has to be warranty unless you like put some water or some shit on it. I'm loving the new roster, so excited. Me too, man. Me too. I think like the cool thing about this roster is that we all see the game very similarly, right? The way Zaka, V1, me, the way we see the game is very similar. So I think we should be off to a good start. We should have some pretty good natural synergy. At least that's what I'm hoping. Mastermind? Mastermind going mid-map? Ruin? Coming for me? Coming for me. I have BL, so I'm just gonna send it main. And go back to the tile. Do I make it mid-map? I should. There's too much garbage here, no? Yeah, there is. And this is a circle. Suboptimal circumstances for Mastermind. Drop this. Should make it to mid-map pallet. He just commits. I respect that. I respect that. That is respectable. Do we have any flashlight savers near? We don't. Ah, it's chill though. We have good progress.
7 minutes is all I can spare to play with you.
Really interesting at the moment. We have like 5 strongish teams now. Elysium, Invictus, Ariandel, Ascent, and now Praxis. Yeah, it should be a decent time for comp. Should be quite entertaining to watch, I would say. Wesker to be a W demon? He is, he is. Giants is not Lusty Slammer. Slammer Jamakama joining the team is kinda wild. Zaphis? Bro, I miss Zaphis. Zaphis is cool as fuck. I need to get some deodorant though. I'm kinda smelling. Is that DMS? I assume so. X9 comeback? Unlikely, because Wispy's banned. So I don't think X9 will ever exist again. Home desperately needs no scandals for a year to grow. Yeah, I agree, Hans, bro. Also, how are you doing? I really hope that, especially with the LAN announced now, I really hope that come teams, players, drama just take a turn for a better, you know? I hope that that's the push some people need to get their shit together. And just be, you know, decent human competitors and decent human beings. Oh, yo. He kind of seems to really like this gen. Yes, he really does like this gen. Spell is always here, I think. Okay, bye. What? Brother, what? Help! Help! What is this? Bro, if he could get on the pallet, I would be scared as fuck. Jesus, man. Jesus. Jesus. Boom. Break that. He going inside? He's not. I should make this pallet, right? I do. Chilling. Double back from the W demon. Oi. We have hit takes coming in. Chilling. Or not. That was slightly problematic. One gen left, and we have no progress, and 2 people hit takes. Ay. Guys, we have problems. Sometimes you need to learn the hard way, yeah. I mean, for me personally, you know, like IRL, I always need to like experience things for myself for me to like change. Even if I know in theory, I like some things I just need to experience myself for me to believe them. I don't know why. I can give other people great advice, but I just can't do it myself, you know? Oh, he's coming back. Guys, now I kind of need hit take. Now I kind of need hit take. Yo, what? That is long. I did not expect that. My bad. I did not think that was long enough. Jesus, that's what she said? Is that walkie? I think it is, but I'm not sure. I just know that's long as fuck. That's why you need praxis? Exactly. That was walkie? Yeah, I think so. I just thought that was out of range, that's why I just ran straight. Wesker enjoyer, I can tell. Let's see the gameplay. Oi, that's a wall. We have decent gem progress though. Decent gem progress. Is it Painrest? I don't even know. Seems like it. Okay, so has no resources, but the Wesker has slight problems with the vision. There's no pallet here, just windows. Okay, goated window fake. We make the other window now. Life finesse with limited value. Ay. Okay, this could be problematic. This could be a 4K. We need one good chase needed. Finesse, by the way? Yes. Finesse light. We have DS active. Let's see what Phoenix does. That was super early double back from Wesker. Going back to hook. We have another DS. Should be going for a Nato though, right? No, he's going for the DS. Okay. This might be our chance. Lithe as well. If Wesker commits this, he should lose. Let's see what the others are doing. Gonna stack main. Okay. I like that. But we're sadly taking chase right into the gen. Yo, what? Sadly, this is the wrong place to take the chase towards, so we lose the game now. Can I join next? Of course not. I'm gonna do 2 games per lobby, I think. I think we're gonna do 2 games per lobby. Well. Now there's no DS anymore. Point to the finesse. Oh, it's just last stand. That's crazy. Why is there an extra layer to your headphones? What do you mean by extra layer? If you mean the, like, the ripples here, or the, I don't know what to call this even, but like, if you mean this, that's just open back headphones. There's closed back headphones and open back headphones. Basically, closed back is if there's like a flat, solid surface here where there's nothing out on the top of it. Oh, you mean this? I mean, this is to make it stable, right? Because this is metal. And then this is just a headband, so it's like really soft on the head. It's just really easy. Look like from Doctor Who? I didn't watch Doctor Who, but so I'm not sure what you mean. To prevent headband? Exactly. Now it's just more comfortable because there's more surface area to distribute the pressure. So it's really nice. I have another set of headphones back there that have the same thing. It's like a HiFiMan thing. Well, this is riveting gameplay. Bye! Interrupting the yen. Lithe, but there's no pallet. So this is death. He can grab that even if he jumps out. Jump out? Yeah. Nah, that's no way. Cyberman, I think, searched it up. Alright. Oi, big swings. Does Phoenix live? No. Okay, but that was good juke. Solid 10 out of 10. Don't think we popped the gen though. I played versus V chasing today. Singularity, Ormond 1, Animatronic, Temple of Purgation and Ghoul, Tea House. That's okay. We popped the gen? We popped the gen. GG, our Wesker can 4k1. It's all good. For what? Yo! He got the clip. Bro's clip farming? He is. I've never seen that one before though. I didn't see? Bro, you missed. How is a Wesker shitting on your team? So, I mean, it's just mistakes happening, you know? If mistakes happen, then it is what it is. In this case, the mistake was 2 people going for a body block, not getting the body block. Yo, one more. Why did Keizo leave? Yo, Keizo, you can play a second game. Let's get him back in here. In this game, the mistake, for example, was that 2 people went for a hit when I wasn't even Death Hook yet, and we were on 1 gen left, and nobody was doing a gen. If we just let me die, stack a gen, and 1 person's dealt for a pull, we win the game, and it's like 5 stages max. But because of we went for the hit, and then also didn't get the hit take, we just lost the game. Yo, impressive, what's up? Gonna be interesting, it's the tourney where everything's allowed? Bro, that's just so weird. That is just so weird. I wanna go DH, but I'm 170 MS? Yeah, that might not be the smartest play in that case. When I'm there, games don't go like this. I mean, you couldn't have changed anything about this one. Did they fix last stand so it's not perma-freed finesse now? I don't think so. Based on what I saw last game, it's still the same thing. Based on what I saw last game, it's still fucked. Knowing you're not there, he equipped the Animal Watch build? Yeah, I did. What do they go like? Enlighten us. I mean, when Roxana's there, we do too much gens and we don't go for pull. And then when she's not there, we go for like double hit take on something that made no sense. Still the same. I think they made a cooldown longer though. Like you can't spam vault. Can you not? I'm like I have no idea. I never used the perk, so I actually can't speak on that. I'd have to go test it. From one good map to the next. Let's see if this is a better filter though. Kinda like this, I guess. Animatronic. Warm up for Marcus if he was here. I need to check real quick. Yeah, let me put that to full screen again. Yo, we're not stacking that. We do the splitting. But actually, you know what? I'll go back to the other filters. Think they're better for stream. Not sure though. It's a fun perk, you should use it. I don't doubt that. Yo, Snolly, what's up? If they didn't want to be on hook, they should never go down in the first place. Valid. Very valid. Whatever you do with filters, just don't do sharpening. I mean, these filters have 0 sharpening, hence. And on my other filters, for like the Macmillan auto filters, I also took out everything that adds sharpening. Don't full screen, mess with your reshade. I have to go full screen because otherwise my screen looks like 20 FPS while streaming for whatever reason. I can still see a lot of pixelation when you move. Is your encoder overloading? I don't know. I have AMD, so I don't have the Nvidia encoder. That might be it. I have like 8K bitrate, 0 drop frames. But I'm on AMD. I'm using the hardware encoder from AMD. AMD is worse than Nvidia? I know. I know. I wouldn't have bought the Nvidia if I knew I was gonna stream. I also have low graphics in DBD. Maybe that contributes hence. I have everything on low in DBD. Did we pop this? We didn't. Now shouldn't matter. Okay. But hence, if you're down, if you want, we can hop in a call one of these days and try to figure out settings if you know anything. Sure thing? Yeah, I'd appreciate that. That would be cool. Boom. Going back. Okay. I mean, I'll just pick up then. It's not bad for us. I'm pretty sure there's DS in play. If he wants to tunnel. So we don't need to take it. I have that sometimes when for whatever reason in some games my screen feels like 30 FPS even though I'm at 120. Yeah, exactly. I have the same problem. It says 120 on the screen, but it's not 120. You know? See, we do this gen. And where's Keizo going? On 6th gen. One potential cause is if you have multiple monitors and they have different refresh rate. I already tried to check that, hence. I already set my refresh rate to 120 on both monitors and also didn't do anything. I mean, Roxana, it was fine for me though. Like, I fixed my FPS issues by going full screen. I genuinely don't know what it is. Because also my hardware is really good, so there's no way the hardware is overloaded. Okay, but your Discord screen share sucks because of HDR? I mean, I can't do anything about that. That's some crazy build. That's my Animal Watch build then. So I can, you know, we're doing open lobbies and I can inspect what everyone is doing. I swear I get the dumbest DMs with people not following instructions on how to install Reshade. Always want to strangle them. That's problematic. Should maybe try to open this gate though. Also, please don't run away, Phoenix. Stay in between the gates, bro. So we can try to pull that. Yo, okay. Hatchet dodged. That's why I don't install Reshade. Unneeded effort. That's so smart, to be fair. Can't have problems with installing Reshade if you don't install it. Reshade is beneath Dan. True. Okay, I don't even see her on Bond. Where the fuck are we going? Phoenix! Okay, we're trying to go as far away from the gates as humanly possible. I see how it is. Okay, please don't take hits like this. Just hold W, brother. Just hold that. We just need to, you know? We need to get out of here. We need to go top. I don't know what the plan is. Yo, Phoenix, come. 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 There. Go. Why are we... Brother. Installing Reshade is easy as shit? I mean, it is. It's pretty simple. Honestly. I have no filters on right now, because it just looks horrible with filters. The red. But like, without filters, it also looks horrible. I don't know, man. I don't know. Bro, just use monitor filters? I don't think you can do what you want to do with monitor filters. At least I haven't seen a way to do it. GG's. The Gamer Lion on the adapt attempt. That's unfortunate. Unfortunate getting adapt attempt on this map versus this Swift. Alright. Now... Noah gets in. Suzuki gets in, yes. And then we have one more spot for next round. This map just generally got horrible lighting? Yeah, I can tell. I use Coder's Reshade and most maps it's good. Yeah, but Coder's Reshade always has some sharpening in there. Yo, Nuzaba, what's up? I hope you get a Knight. That's so unlikely though, Knight is so rare. Yo guys, wait. Exclamation mark Steam. Or I can, if you're console, I can put my friend code here on screen. You can join through the Steam. There's a join button if you go to my profile. I saw a couple Knights the other day. I think people are learning the killer is fun. I don't know, like Knight is kind of Resident Sleeper though. But honestly, since they made the running into pallets and windows thing a base mechanic, it's kind of fun. Everyone in Dublin servers plays Knight for some reason. Damn. Good that I don't play on Dublin servers then. New Knight main for Invictus? Nah. You can't. He can't steal it from Kiko. Kiko loves that killer, bro. Yo, anyone? +1? +1 open lobby spot. Otherwise, the guys from first round can rejoin if you guys want. We don't find anyone. Who is everyone? I play in Dublin servers and still relatively rare. Well. Okay, so it's back. Let's go. I would join, but I don't want to play with noobs. That's very, very, very valid. I wouldn't want to play with me either. Wait. Bro, I already noticed. I already noticed before you typed it, to be fair. I just need to get used to it. I need to get used to switching fucking overlay between lobby and game. Otherwise, when I stream tourney, it's gonna be very problematic. So why do we let the guy with 180 MS play? Because there wasn't anyone else that wanted to join. 55 times is crazy? Bro, Dan, it happens way too often, you have no idea. But also, there were some misfires in there. Some people pre-typed it before I even had to switch. And then I switched, and then I look at chat, and there's still people saying overlay. At what point do you just give up on the overlay thing? Never, never. I just need to get used to it and improve. I just haven't streamed so long, I need to get used to it. That's about it. How did you make it? Make what? We already have Zaka who shows his screen about 1 of 10 games. That's when he streams a tournament. Yeah, if I join in on that, then suboptimal. Maybe we get 2 out of 10 because we managed to show different games, you know? The overlay? Yeah, Roxana made it for me. Looks good, I agree. I like it. That would be dope. See, like 100% increase in streamed games. That's pretty cool, no? Corrupt on main. I don't like seeing that. What are we doing? Corrupt here as well. I don't see a killer. What should be a Meyer stalking somewhere? Hit? Somewhere far from me. Okay. Are you playing no filters? No, I'm playing generic filters. Oh, yes. I use generic filters for a lot of maps. Phone screen bad? I mean, not surprised. It's a phone screen after all. And you're probably also in the sun, so you can see even less. Fenris, what do you think about the team? Well, I think it has really good potential. I'm definitely excited to see what happens. What am I seeing over there? Top right on my screen. I saw something. Don't know what it is. Ah, but I think the roster is pretty cool, the core roster, because we all see the game in a similar way and we think about it strategically speaking in like the same way. So I'm confident that we have pretty good natural synergy. Would you consider yourselves top 3 team? I think we can definitely compete for top 3. I think the roster is hype. Yeah, I agree, bro. I agree. I think we can definitely compete for top 3, and that's kind of the goal that I had. Because I don't think I want to get back into comp without being able to compete. I don't think that would be worth my time and effort at this point. I still don't know what killer it is. Oh, it's a spirit! What the hell? Think it's too early to tell if it's top 3? Yeah, of course. But it's like, on paper. On paper we should. Poke on hill. We're splitting this. I'll just do 6 and play rotate. Probably going main. Oh, I see. Leaves me. They unhooked. Alright, that works. Probably gonna have to do some top gens though. How do you know if you even have synergy? I mean, I played a lot with Virtual before, so I know about that. And I recently practiced with Nokron, so I played with Zaka a bit, and the games felt really easy and natural. And Virtual said that he really likes playing with Bolitar and that he sees the game similarly to us, so I have trust in what Virtual says there. I don't think he would have a reason to lie about that. Well, you did show your amazing performance with Lysium. I don't know, man. I don't know. I mostly carried by showing up so they could play. That's the biggest impact I had. Other than that, I just held track and played one set in finals. In the best of 9. But I appreciate it, Jack. Game's going decently well. Only thing that we need to be careful now is about the tunnel out. These two need to heal. They will, in a second. That is either Medkit or Botany. And we need to go to top side gens. Because we have 1 main, 11, and I don't know what else we have. We definitely need those gens done. Kicking main, basically 0. I'll split wide. Where's the gen? Am I blind? We have 12, we have 1. Oh, Dragon's Grip. Okay, I see. We just have to not die topside. The important part. There has to be a gen somewhere here, right? Or am I blind? Might be blind. Not sure. Noah is joking right now, so we just stack this. Why is everyone considered the best comp DVD player? Don't think there's a consensus or anything like that. Yo, what? Leaving me. That's okay. Do you have any favorite comp player to watch who is not yourself? Oh, there's a couple. I really enjoy watching Spitz lately though. And I think Ivan is just funny as fuck. Like genuinely, Ivan is just content. Ivan is content machine. I'll retake this. My grandfather is pretty good, I believe that. No questions asked. Yo, Noah is juking, bro. Holy. He makes that, he makes that, he makes that. Yup. Easy, easy, easy. Full phase use, he's going corner. Double back, double back, double back. Oh, he hit them with the unique pathing. Aye. Ascend Elysium Invictus probably top 3 with Arianel Praxis 4th and 5th. We'll see, we'll see. Okay, I'm gonna drag Spirit over here. Phase happening up there. Phase going main, okay. They can pull that and they can play for the gen on 7. I'm gonna play for 12. With our good friend Sezuzi. What? What is happening? I don't know how the comp scene doesn't implode and die already with the same two teams winning shit for 10 years in a row. I mean, it's still fun. I can go heal. Keizo is back on the gen, there's no Dragon's Grip either, so it should be chill. It used to be just 1, about to be 3, so that's huge improvement. Times 3 improvement, actually, yeah. You are right. Okay, slugging, that's fine, that's fine. Going back. Oh, Granal's team cooks. Would be really good for a scene. Would be fun with more teams, yeah, I agree. When practice scrims, probably starting middle of the week, because then Scan is back. Virtual managed to fuck his wrist again a bit, but he should be back somewhat soon. Okay, our positioning is really ass right now, so I need to rotate. Holy shit! We get that. We need to do the gen on 12. I don't know why everyone's just running around this. Just sit on the gen. Just sit on the gen top team. We need to do it. Otherwise it's slightly problematic. Yeah, perfect. They're tripling it. Good shit. That's fine. We pop. Easy. Is there an Exegate next to me? Yes, it is. And it's not that close, so it's actually openable. We can actually save this. Let's split up Elysium and Invictus? Nah. Like, breaking teams up artificially is just not it, in my opinion. I think the chase is up here on Noah. Noah, gate 7 is... Okay. I mean, I guess we can't save that anymore. Noah died for our sins. So wants to create some drama between the members? Bro, don't worry, that drama creates itself. Don't worry about it. GG's. That drama creates itself, we don't need to do much for it. Everyone is playing again? Yes, but he managed to like overdo his wrist exercises that he did to get rid of the wrist pain, so now he has more wrist pain. Don't you think that's really cool? I think that was really smart of him. At least he can play Wraith on DDS? Yes, that will make him very happy. Yo, Hellblazer, what's up? Chad move? Yeah, like he exercised his wrists too much, so now his wrist is hurting again. Best excuse not to play Blight? Bro, imagine I have to play Blight. Imagine. To be fair, the last time I played Blight in tourney, I 4K too. V1 breaking his wrist again was an elaborate scheme so he can promote his vertical mouse company again. To be fair, I had some work colleagues recently that also got a vertical mouse because of wrist pain, and it helped them. Like, it's genuinely not a bad thing. Ah, alright. What map is this? I didn't pay attention. Already heartbeat? Wesker? Oh, he's one top. Okay, so we run top. Jun in here. Where is the mastermind? The mastermind is approaching the cow tree. Double looping with friends on cow tree. Bro, can I get a better angle here? I can't. Can only try to watch half of the chase. He's trying to outplay cow tree, I respect that. Isn't low DPI high sense just objectively worse than high DPI low sense? No, it's exactly the same. Doesn't really... Whoa! I had no idea. It doesn't really matter. I just get free heal. Don't mind. By the way, who I'm gonna coach? I'm gonna coach Minx. I 1v1'd Minx the other day, because she came in my chat and then I saw her stream later. So I figured, might as well. And I just figured it makes sense. She seemed interested in learning and improving, and I'm always down for that, you know? Helping content creators and friends to improve at the game. Always on for that. Pretty sure high DPI is more accurate? Not really, no. Depends what you mean by high DPI. But like, going 1600 is accurate. But DBD has the problem that the sense automatically is too high for 1600. If I play 1600 with 0%, it's still too much. So I have to go down to 800. If you know what I mean. Like 1600 0% is too high of a sense, so it's impossible to go 1600 DPI. Laser's gonna coach every pub content creator by next year. If I can do that, I would be very successful, Roxana. That would make me very happy. Like spreading some improvement mindset and the like advanced concepts of DBD across the content creator community, I would love that. Like for the DBD moves you need to do in the game, you don't really need high DPI. Yeah, you don't need high sense. You just, the maximum movement that you ever need to do in DBD quickly is 180 on killer. And on surf, this is all you need. Right? This is all you need. So you can run straight, right? That's about it. Some coaching is bound to fail. I mean, that's fine. But if like, I don't mean that the coachings will be success. What I mean is that if I manage to make all of the content creators interested in it, that's a massive W. Also, what is the Wesker doing? Is the Wesker just give up? It's existing now. Laser coaching Nightlight confirmed? I don't think Nightlight needs my coaching. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, so this gen is the one with less progress. Do I manage to not fuck the moonwalk while I get there? Okay, can I go around the rock? Or am I washed? Okay, I'm not washed, I can still do it. That would be better content though. I mean, like, the thing is, you know, I could coach Nightlight. I'm 100% sure I could. Yo? Wesker? Playing the game? Not playing the game. Okay, Wesker not playing the game. Let's find an exit gate. Yo, whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, never mind. All good. Yeah, oh yeah, yeah, okay. No. Like, I could coach Nightlight. I'm sure I could, like, because if you're not actively playing, you always see things more clearly, right? So I'm sure I could, like, watch Nightlight for a long time and then figure out habits and things that, like, happen repeatedly. But it would, for one, it would take a long time to actually see and figure out things that we can do. And also, I think Nightlight's good enough to recognize these things himself if he wants to. But I'm confident there's nobody in the game that cannot be coached or improved. But there's just people that, you know, benefit more from it than others. Nightlight coaching Laser, same thing. I'm sure Nightlight could find things. Gotta let us play that. Let's play another. That game wasn't real. I mean, I agree. That game was not real. So we play one more and then I'm probably gonna get ready for coaching. Because it's gonna happen in 15 minutes. So I can't do a set of 2 more games anyways. Can we get Dan coaching Laser on Billy? If Dan wants to do that, we can do that. That sounds funny. I agree that anyone can be coached, yeah, 100%. I would watch that. I mean, I would do that, that sounds fun. At Dan No Mercy, com. I disagree that even half of them will actually get anything out of it. I disagree. I think getting people to the point that they are willing to get coaching and are interested in trying to improve, I think that's already a massive step and a massive shift in mindset. And if content creators go there, and a lot of content creators go there, it would go a really long way. It would go a really long way to actually change the general mindset of the community. So that's one change that you definitely get out of it just by having the willingness to do it, right? You. Brother. M1 me. M1 me. Yes, thank you. Rear, holy shit. Leave, yes. Okay. That's fine. I'll do main. I think changing people's mentality of hardcore or pops is impossible. That's not true. That's not true. People who actually want to be good don't suddenly wake up after 5k hours. I mean, it's a shift in perception of the game. Would love coaching, but like 90% are too expensive and for 18 plus. What do you mean for 18 plus? Like for me, for example, I do... Okay. I don't make that. Unfortunate circumstances. Like for me, for example, I offer 20 euros at the moment. 20 euros per hour. That shouldn't be too much. Rear. And I don't make that because the killer's funny. Bro, I hate this killer. Like, the fact that you can cooldown like that is just so dumb. It is just so stupid. I'm too scared for coaching. I hope that if... Why are 3 people in the same place on main? What the hell? Like, I hope that by streaming the coaching sessions on stream, at least for the people that are fine with it, I think that that should go a long way for helping people who are like too scared for coaching and for people to actually understand what it would look like and what they can get out of it. Dogshit map that is dogshit killer equals DBD. I mean, dogshit map, I agree. Dogshit killer, I don't necessarily agree. I make Shaq palette. Bro, this guy swings for everything. Actually swings for absolutely everything. Dogshit map, I agree. I think most DBD maps are not that great of a map. But this map, I don't think it's bad. I actually kind of enjoy this map. Streaming will definitely help one or the other to decide. Me? I mean, yeah, that's the goal, that's the goal. Because I feel like a lot of people also don't really know what to expect from coaching, if you know what I mean. And I think that my coaching is really good, for at least for DBD standards, but I think in general. And I hope that if I can show people what they can get out of it, that more people are going to be interested. At least that's my goal. Try to enjoy this map as killer. I mean, I think this map is killer-sided. Monstrous Shrine, okay. That's weird. Those gens, so this close together is a bit criminal. Can you coach me on Billy? I mean, I can. I can't tell you how to do it mechanically, but I can tell you what's possible and how. Yo, Gabe, what's up? This map wouldn't be so bad if the 3 gens weren't as horrible as they are. I mean, I can agree with that. I think the 3 gens are pretty problematic. Where's the killer? There. I don't make that. No painters on me anymore though. So we should pop at least one of the gens. How? It's small, but everywhere is double paddle and connect to the jungle gym because of the 3 gens. It's small and the 3 gens on this map are criminal. Would you coach a team or is individual only? I would coach teams. I've coached teams before. I like doing it. Yay! Break. I still have pallets up here. But not much and not good. And now I have problems mostly. Now I have problems mostly. Okay, fucked up. Yo, I need some help. Or not. It works. Is it 100 per hour? No, it's 20 per hour. At the moment anyways. I don't think 3 region should define the map good or bad for killer, but I get it. I mean, it's part of the equation. Small is good for killer. And the resources are the other option, and or the other factor, and then the gen spawns and the 3 gens on the map are not a factor. We need a FAQ for the coaching. I should set it up on... I'll set it up on Discord. I'll make a coaching channel. $20 buckaroos is pretty cheap actually. It is, yeah. But I'd rather have a low price to start, right? I'd rather have a low price to start and get more people interested to get more exposure and spread the word than to have a situation... Easy. Than to have a situation where the coaching is as expensive as it can be, but I don't really get many people interested at all, you know? I'd rather do it the other way around, that if there's a lot of interest, more than I can handle, then I can still go down with the price, right? But I think it would be good for stream as well to have stream content along the lines of like regular coaching. Like we have a coaching day every week where there's like 2 coachings happening or something like that. How do people play camera movement well on controller? I can't fucking do it. I mean, I can't tell you. I can't do it either. We go 99 this. Might get that coaching at some point. Sounds good, bro. Sounds good. Already a couple of people have DM'd me on Discord. I just need to set up times at this point. Yo, wait. Wait. Should make win though. Okay. What? We have one more hit. I think we should be out. Like all of us. Yeah, we're fine. Big stuns. Rear. Happy with my roller movement, just my camera is very goofy sometimes, it fucks me over. I mean, yeah, like when I played controller, I couldn't do it, bro, it wasn't possible. I just could not do it. Are you traumatizing me by being mean to me to compensate for the 20 euros? No. Can I buy a coaching session and gift it to Roxana? You don't need to buy coaching for Roxana, I coach her for free. Thanks for the matches, thanks for playing, Kezo. Alright. Guys. Coaching at... I think it's Minx, right? Let me check. It's _Minx, yeah. There we go. There we go. Update the title. This has refreshed my hate for pubs. I'm welcome, Noah. Now you can go back to ladder and feel at home. Would me following you be worth 100 euros? I don't think so. I don't think a follow is worth 100. Back to 2x Trapper? Yeah. That's Noah's home. He built the house on 2 times Trapper. And he lives in it. Stream sniping laser on ladder now? I mean, good luck, good luck. Because I'm not queuing ladder. So no 5-hour coaching, Sash. I mean, if you want to have 5 hours of coaching, we can do that. What rank are you in ladder now? I don't know, some like 49 or something like that. At least yesterday when I checked it was 49. I don't know, it could have changed by now. Okay, let me go to Mink's stream. Yo. Kyle, do you want to do the Billy one on? Yo, Davis, what up? Do people pay you to coach them on DVD? Yes. Sure, question mark. Well, Minx is still in the game right now, so we have a couple minutes to kill, you know? So I figured, why not? Why not do the one on? You asked for one the other day. Booting up, perfect. 20 cents per hour? Exactly. No, 20 euros an hour. Good luck in esports, I'm gonna dip. I mean, there's no esports here. Like on 1v1 or 4v1? Both. It depends who on 1v1 though. Like I'm not good enough at 1v1 to coach people that are already better than me. Because at that point it's just mechanics and understanding on what to do, and if you're already better than me on that, I'm not sure how much I can help. But 4v1, I'm confident I can coach anyone in the game, and I'm sure there's anyone in the game can get coached and improve in 4v1, 100%. So like a full 1v1 or just my Billy versus your Surf? I mean, just your Billy against my Surf for now. If we have more time, then if we have more time, then we can do more. Okay. Where's Kyle? Can you invite me once you're online? Because I probably won't be able to find you. I might be a bit too blind for that. How much do you charge? 20 euros per hour, yeah. Like Sinister said. How would a 40-on coaching look like? I mean, 40-on coaching is a lot of two things. For one, it depends a lot on what side you're playing. And then 40-on coaching is a lot about understanding concepts, right? And depending on what level we're at, we would either talk generic concepts and try to find VOD examples of where it happens, so we can figure that out. Or if the level is already more advanced, then it gets more and more into reviewing specific situations in VODs where mistakes happen in the 40-on and explaining why those were mistakes and how to do it correctly and how to identify similar situations in the future so that we can fix the mistake, right? That is by far the most important thing, right? Is it pre-game, mid-game? Mid-game you can't really coach 40-on. Because there's comms happening and all that shit. There's not really a point. Also, if I were to IGL a team that doesn't know how to do it yet, then they would just do it and be like, oh well, this works, but they wouldn't learn from it, right? Or they would learn from it, but it's a lot less efficient than if they learn to do it themselves. First game of the day, no flame, kind of stream up while I play. Don't worry, don't worry. Would you coach a 40-year-old? I don't think I can coach a 40-year-old. I think there's a bit of a... I think there's a bit of a language barrier to coach a 40-year-old. Forever, then it's fine. Overlay. Thank you. What's the youngest you would coach then? Probably like 14, 15, something like that. No. No. Do I make this? I should. Oi, 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 that was wide. Okay, remember not to go wide against this guy, okay? Remind me. Don't go wide against this. Is this an infinite? Is this an infinite against Kyle? Is this an infinite? What do you think, guys? Oh, clean, 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 clean. Not an infinite. He showed me. You're such a joker. 15 seconds into the match, you go for 50s. I think reading that is fine. We go again. We go again. I'm ready. Wait. Okay, Minx is ready, so I'm gonna go DC from this. It's not 50s versus me hands, I'm shit. It's Billy, to be fair, exactly. Like, I think green this is fine. Let's stop the music as well. And we quit out of this. We go back to lobby screen.
Hello.
Yo! Hello.
Yo. Okay, let's
wait.
need to check. Stream, can you hear
Yeah,
Laser?
same test. Guys, is the Discord
they can
volume
hear
fine
us.
for Minx? Can you guys hear stuff?
You can't hear him.
It's
Okay,
good?
let me see.
Perfect.
Okay,
Yes,
I can't hear you, my side.
I can tell you how to set it up if you want.
I think I got it.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, how's the volume, Jay and Noah? Can you hear him okay? Too loud, too quiet?
Test.
From a distance. All right, let me turn him up. All right, say something else, Laser.
Something else, Laser.
Is that better? Can you guys hear him? All right, am I joining you?
Not for now.
Okay.
I mean, you can
Okay,
join. You can join my
Nice.
lobby. You can join my lobby, but first we're gonna have a little talk.
Uh-oh. I feel like I'm in trouble.
Nah. Don't worry. No trouble.
Volume is adequate. Okay, let me just turn him up a little bit for you guys.
Did you just say volume is adequate? That is such a fancy word.
Volume is adequate.
That is such a fancy word.
Fancy British talk. Okay, they should be able to hear you now.
Perfect. Okay, then short introduction for everyone. This is Minx. We recently one-yoned on her stream because the 2v8 queues were shit. And Minx said she's interested in learning more about one-yons. So I figured we can do some coaching, and Minx was down, which is very cool. So that's how we ended up here. And I want to ask you a couple questions, Minx, if you don't mind, so we can try to figure out where we should start and what we should do. So can you give me like a couple details about you as like a DVD player? Like when did you start? How many hours? What do you main? Strengths, weaknesses, anything else you think that might be useful to know? Maybe introduce yourself for a second.
Yeah, so for laser streams, so I started playing DVD in 2021. And I have about 6,000 hours across Steam and Xbox. Yeah, I play quite a lot of solo queue in pubs, so I'm used to the usual goofy things that happen. And then sometimes I swift up with either stream or people off stream, and then play a bit more sweaty. So it just depends. But for the most part, I'm a bit of a memer, really, to be honest. Yeah, I've never done anything comp before, so I'm a complete noob in that respect.
Strengths, weaknesses, especially when you play like more sweaty. What do you feel like that you're doing well, and what's your weakness?
Yeah, no, I panic. I panic. That's definitely my weakness. I make silly mistakes from just panicking. I think a lot of it as well is I don't have a clear plan in my mind of where I'm going. I kind of wing it a lot, and that tends to get me killed, unfortunately. But yeah, obviously keen to learn more and see what you can do to help me.
All right, based on what you said, I already have an idea on what we can do, right? I already have kind of an idea on what we can do. So what I want to start with is I'm gonna screen share for you, and I'm gonna open Paint. And let me go to the scene, start the screen share. And we go open the classic Paint. And I'll start the screen share for you as well.
Yeah.
Feel free to show this on stream if you want. Would probably be helpful.
Yeah, I can do. I don't know how I do that though.
You can add a source plus and then either window capture and select the Discord screen share window, or you can go and add a display capture and just stream the display where Discord is where the Discord stream is. If you don't want to leak anything, you can also use the pop out stream on Discord. You can pop out the player and just put it on a screen alone and then show that screen. So then there's no accidental leaks.
Yep, sounds good. Okay. Can you guys see that? You should be able to. Let me just clip it a little bit.
All right, I'm gonna do some preparations. I'm gonna do this like this.
Okay, we're ready.
All right, so let's see if I can get a picture. Perfect. We just take this screenshot. That's wonderful. And we put it in here. Perfect. It's good enough. Then we Dead by Daylight filler palette. What do we do with that? Unlucky, I can't find a good picture, so I'm gonna draw something. So we have some kind of filler palette. Maybe you know the one on Autohaven. It kind of is shaped like it is, and there's some tall things. Then you have like a
Yep.
palette, and then you have like the banana-shaped loop here that goes like this, the banana shape.
Yep.
So this is a filler palette, just for context. And then we have like the funny palettes where there's like this, and then a short thing, and then there's another like short thing here. All right. So this is safe. This is playable. And this is unsafe, which is type shit. Okay, so now that we have examples for everything, I'm gonna explain what I'm trying to get at with this.
Okay.
So the idea that I'm gonna try to get into your mind, which is both to help you with the panic and also with your plan making or idea on what to do, that you don't really have a plan and you just wing it. So the way you want to think about all the resources that you have in DBD, those are like windows that you can have, palettes that you can have, even like just big rocks with no palette. Even like, for example, the most famous example are like the Haddonfield fences, right? They're like big structures, no palette, but you can run around them, right?
Yep.
And there's no window, no palette, but there's different kind of resources you have in DBD. And the first thing that I want you to understand is, for DBD, you can think about distance when you play Survivor. Distance is your currency. You can think of that like literally like you do about your currency. And then just like IRL, you can go to work to make money, and then you can spend that money on convenience, on food, on vacations, on movie tickets, whatever you want, right?
Yep.
So in DBD, distance is your currency. The more distance you have, the richer you are and the safer you are. And this is a generically true statement, no matter what killer, no matter what situation. Some killers care about it more. Some people care about it less. Like, for example, Blight would care a lot less about distance than Huntress would. And then probably Trapper would care even more about distance. And Hag is probably the most poor killer against distance, right? Some killers don't really care, but any killer needs to spend more time and more of their power, more of their resource to catch up with distance. So you want to think of distance as your currency, and you want to see the resource that you have as resources, as ways to quote unquote go to work and gain currency, right? So you want to think about your palettes and your windows and your exhaustion perk. You want to think of these things as ways to gain distance. That's all. That's basically the core concept of how you want to see the resources that you have in the game. And for making plans, there is both in 1yon and in 4yon, you kind of want to follow the same idea on how to use these resources. And this is number one priority. Number one priority. You always want to make sure that you manage to use all of the safe resources, at least as many as you can, before you die. Great examples of this would be if you play against a killer that can't outplay Shack Palette, you should never, ever, ever die in a game without dropping Shack Palette. If you die in a game without using Shack Palette, that would be a massive mistake you made, because it is a God Palette, right? It is a safe resource.
Yep.
So these are number one priority. And that is the core concept, the easiest part to understand is if you make a plan on what to do and how to play the game, both in 4yon and in 1yon individually, you want to make sure to use all the safe resources. Now, if you want to then get better at the game, right? And you want to get more time and position yourself better and just play on a higher level, that's where you start incorporating as many of those playable resources as you can, using them either as distance holders or as buffers or in some kind of other way to make them safe. Because if you play this palette in isolation, for example, right? You play this in isolation. You only play this palette. You might be able to have the distance to run around it once, twice, maybe 3 times if you got a stun. But then you're going to be in a 50-50, right? Where you either vault or you hold W, and if the killer guesses correctly, you're gonna get hit. But what you can do is you can use the distance this playable resource gives you to make it to a safe resource. And that makes the playable resource safe, right? Because you don't play it until you're stuck in a 50-50 where you might lose. You just play it until you have the distance to go to something better. And that includes also these like random rocks and fences and like just random cars that stand around in the map that are close enough to something safe to basically just give you an extra 5 seconds of chase time before you have to use the resource. And if you repeat that concept as many times as possible to get the most out of the distance, don't waste your money, right? Before you use the next resource to gain more distance, that's how you get incremental more and more chase time. And you also give the killer more and more opportunities to make mistakes and give you more distance, right? Because if you just run around this and then you would go to the safe pallet, but the killer double backs, now you're like, well, now I have twice the distance. I can go to like a much further safe resource or another playable resource before I have to reuse the safe one. And these are just your last resort. The shit pallets, they are your last resort. They're like, I don't have anything better. Instead of instantly dying, I might as well try to somehow survive on this, right? Maybe the killer fucks up, maybe there's something to do, but you don't try to play them. You only go to them if you're like, well, I either die or I use this. Then you go there.
Yep.
So this is what I want you to understand. And a lot of people, especially people that are just chilling, playing pubs for fun, I'm sure you've heard about the meme of like Shack Pallet, God Pallet, don't drop Shack Pallet, right? Save it for endgame.
Save it for next game.
Exactly, save it for next game. Don't drop Shack Pallet. People like to think about Shack Pallet this way, especially when they're more casual, chill players. And I want to give you an analogy of why that is not the correct thing to do. Because in 1v1, it's pretty intuitive for people, right? There's nobody else that might need the resource. You're just playing for your own chase time. There's no reason not to use every resource, right? But in the 4v1, the important concept that you need to understand is if you give the killer early hits and early hooks, that's what gives the killer the power and the agency in the game to do something and to pressure the survivors. But if you manage to use a lot of the safe resources early, the killer doesn't get anything that he can pressure you with. And if you are efficient enough on gens, if people just play well, play safe, and do gens, then you put yourself in a position where even if the map is a dead zone, there's gonna be so few hook stages in the game, and the gens are gonna be on like 1 gen left, maybe 2 gens left with a lot of progress. So you don't need resources anymore, you just need to do the gens and run away from the gens when you get chased. And even if you die quickly, there's just too much progress for the killer to control the game. Whereas if you do it the other way around and you save them for later, you put yourself in a position where there's so many injuries and so many hook stages that you're just not gonna have enough gem progress, and you're not gonna have enough pressure and hook stages to spare in the game to do anything later. You can drop Shack Pallet, but you don't get anything for it. You can drop all the good resources later, but you don't get anything for it, right? So that's why you want to use the resources early and do a lot of gens for it, rather than using the resources later, but you're already in a losing spot. Because that's the way that you give up the control in the game as Survivor. Because survivors spawn into the game with the control over the game, and the killers need to gain it. And the more mistakes happen in the game on survivor sides, the more control the killer gets until the script flips and the killer's in control. And you try to not allow this to happen in the game, basically. Now, Why is this relevant for you specifically? Because if we struggle to make plans, that means we're not aware of the resources that we do have, and we don't understand how to use them correctly, right? I'm assuming that's at least usually, that's usually the source of where that insecurity and where the lack of a plan comes from. So what I want to try to do with you is we're going to load into a map, and you're going to look at all the different safe resources that you have, look what playable resources you have around that. And then we're gonna make a plan on how you can try to use all the safe resources before you die. And
Okay.
the more and more you get into the habit of doing that and understanding that, the more just naturally you're gonna understand where to go. If you're on a gen, you're gonna always know this is where I go if the killer comes from here, this is where I go if the killer comes from there.
Okay.
Any
Yeah, that
questions
makes
about this?
No, I think that links in as well, about chaining loops together and stuff. Just having a rough idea of
Mhm.
what's where and like that awareness, so you're not relying on one loop. You know, you can run to the next one.
Mhm.
It's just about positioning as well for me, I think.
Do you have any idea where your panic comes from? Because that can have a lot of different sources, I would say.
I think it's just, I don't know. I don't know where it comes from, honestly. I think what you said about, you know, how to use the resources correctly, that makes good sense to me too. How to play each one correctly, and yeah, just all of that it makes good sense on why I mess up so much. So yeah, I'm
Because I feel
interested to see how you can teach that.
like usually the source of the panicking, the uncertainty, usually comes from, for me at least, from what I know, is usually it comes from a place of where you are not confident that you can make those safe resources safe because you're not confident on how to play them correctly. And that obviously gives you insecurity and makes you second guess every decision you make. And in DBD, the worst thing you can do is second guess what you're doing. The moment you
Yeah, I do that a
hesitate,
lot.
the moment you second guess
Yeah.
yourself, that's where you most likely will get hit.
Yeah, that happens to me a lot. Doubting myself, and it's the hesitation that gets me killed.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And I would assume that also is like a symptom of your panic. Because
Yeah.
you start
A little bit.
second guessing because you're like, I don't know. And then it's already too late, right? Someone asked, do I drop Shaq at 5 10s against Eerie Button Legion while he's running after me in Frenzy? No, you don't. Obviously you don't. That is something
That
maybe.
I do know.
By the way, put on a build and we can load into the game.
Yeah.
I'll stop my screen share in the meantime. That is something, by the way, put on maybe a medkit. Put on a medkit and like botany knowledge. I don't know what other perks you're running, but probably like Lithe, Finesse, Resi, something like that.
Yep.
Just so we can heal.
Yep.
Alright, so we're gonna load into a game.
Yep.
And one thing that I want to say is when you try to learn DBD, there's one thing that you need to understand. You can ready up, by the way, if you're ready.
Yep.
There's one thing you need to understand. There is something that I would call fundamentals in the game. Those are like the concepts that I'm trying to teach to you right now, right? There's gonna be more like, depending on what kind of mistakes you make, I'm gonna try to get into them and explain how to fix them.
Yep.
And mostly they're going to be the fundamentals. They're like the idea of how you want to think about them. And they're gonna be the fundamentals of the game, as in they kind of apply to every killer, but different killers might override the fundamentals and force you to do something other than the fundamental. Great example for that is maybe against a trapper or a wraith that chases you, you would want to drop the pallet at a later point. But then if you play against the Demogorgon, maybe you would want to drop the pallet earlier, because the Demogorgon can shred the pallet, and if he shreds it right as you drop it, you get 0 distance. But if you drop it earlier, then you get more distance. Which against the trapper, that would be bad, but against the demo, it would be good, right?
Yep. Makes sense.
Thank you, Cassie, by the way. Thank you for typing. I can't really watch that right now too much. Alright, so. Are you ready to inspect the map? Figure out what resources you have. Okay, so you walk me through it, what you think is safe and what you think is playable, and we see what you come up with. Let's see what you have.
These ones, I'm never sure. I feel like they're playable, but they're not safe.
Correct, yes?
These ones are. I wouldn't say this is playable as well. Well, I don't know. It depends on the killer. I feel like some killers are playable.
Let's talk fundamentals. Fundamentals. Let's assume I'm Trapper without traps.
I would say this is safe because you can see him pretty much everywhere.
This is like if you play it really well, this can be safe. But it's hard to execute. It's definitely hard to execute. But this can be safe if you're playing it really well.
Okay.
But it's like I would classify it more as a playable thing than a safe thing.
Okay, that makes sense.
But it's a borderline case.
Oh yeah, this is safe. This is a
Yes.
jungle gym. Yeah.
Do you feel like you know how to make it safe?
Again, it depends which killer you're playing.
Trapper.
But you can usually see which way they're coming from. From Trapper.
What I want to ask you, do you think this is safe to greed?
Against the Trapper, yeah. Unless
it's
it's a trap
not.
on the floor, obviously.
It is not.
Is it not?
It's not, no. You can absolutely get mind gamed on this. It's not like super unsafe. Most killers probably is safe to run this against. But this is not safe to greed if the killer knows what he's doing.
Okay.
So you would want to drop the pallet. Dropped, it's safe if you know how to play it.
Okay.
But yes, this is a safe
Makes
resource.
Mhm.
Already
this
covered
one's
this.
the same as the other one over there.
Okay, now let's look at the filler pallets down here. What do you think of this?
I think this one's kind of one of the safe ones. It depends on which killer it is, though.
I mean,
the height of the rocks.
It's always gonna
Definitely.
it's always gonna depend on the killer. Against Mastermind, this is unsafe.
Yeah.
But again, we stay on the fundamentals side for now.
Fundamentals.
Fundamentals.
I feel like it's playable. I don't feel like it's safe. Safe.
This is safe. This is a god pallet.
Is it safe?
Yes, this is a god pallet.
Is that because this rock is so long?
Yes. You only get hit on this. You only get hit on this against Trapper if you make a mistake.
Okay.
Like,
Okay, makes sense.
If you know the check spots for this, against 99.9% of killer players, this is safe. 100% safe.
Okay.
Only if you
Good to
make a
know.
mistake, you're gonna get hit on this.
Yep. Makes sense.
It's safe in theory, but
There's
where
a-
everyone
we
gets
went
hit on it,
past the
yes.
LNT wall. LNT walls, they're playable, right? But not
It's
safe.
playable but not safe, yes. You can run around it and keep your distance and go somewhere else, but if you're staying on the LT, you're gonna be in a 50-50 in like 10 seconds.
Okay. I feel like this is safe. It's a god palette, isn't it?
This is a horrible palette. This is barely playable.
Really?
Yeah, this is you're in a 50 on both sides. It's impossible to play. If you pre-drop
Oh.
this with distance and you're outside of chase and you play around main building window and this pallet, then it's safe. Then it's a god pallet.
Okay.
But playing this on like the vault from this side, if you're stuck on the pallet vault and I'm here, it's very unsafe.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
very unsafe.
Makes sense.
Right. This rock we already talked about. There's no pallet here. This, playable but not safe.
Yep.
For example, using this pallet, the distance around it, to then go to this rock would be a way to make this playable thing useful for something safe. In this case, not,
Yep.
because the rock, the long side, points towards edge map. So if you go around the long side ever, I can break the pallet and you're zoned. But generally speaking, that's how you want to... That's kind of the pattern recognition that you want to build.
Yep.
Alright. This pallet, I don't think we need to talk about it much.
No, we don't need to talk about
And
that one.
yeah, that's the map. That's the map. So
There's
what
not an
would
awful
be...
lot of RNG on, right?
Yeah, you don't have a bad map, but you also don't have a good map.
Yeah.
There's the LT that we're talking about.
Yep.
For example, you can make this LT safe because you have the jungle gym over there. So you can always
Yeah.
run around this wall and always make the jungle gym pallet off of it if you know how to play it.
Okay.
So what is the plan that you would like to make with how you would want to play this to make sure that you use as many safe resources as you can without risking getting hit?
I would start at Shack.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I wouldn't drop the pallet. I'd go around the back side, which is what you were saying
good,
last time,
exactly.
right?
Good start.
I guess it depends on what you do and how you react, but I probably come through drop Shack. I wouldn't want to zone myself. I'd want to be this side of the pallet, right?
Yeah, you would really
Drop the
like to
pallet.
drop this pallet from inside while I'm breaking it from outside. That's kind of what you're trying to do.
Yeah. And then head up that way. On this map, you're trying to get to main, right? Is what you're trying to do? You're trying to...
If you get to main with distance, it's really good.
Yeah.
But if you...
I guess it depends. If you were breaking the pallet from the other side over there, then that'd give me time to get to like mid-map, right? And then there's a window in that jungle gym that I'd probably live with to go to main.
I would not you're skipping steps, I feel like.
Okay.
So the only like safe resource that you have after Shack is the jungle gym here, right?
Yep. Okay.
And you have playable resource here and playable resource here. So the way you want to think about this as a start, right, to get into it, we're not maximizing anything. We're just trying to figure out how we use the same safe resources before we die.
Okay.
So what you would want to do is you would, depending on where you feel more confident, comfortable running, what kind of distance you have, you would want to run around this or around this.
Yep.
And then whenever I commit to it, you go to the jungle gym pallet and you drop it. And then you play the jungle gym. And I'm gonna try to outplay you on the jungle gym when you drop it to see if you know how to make it safe or not. But that's the next step, right?
I'm gonna get mind gamed.
That's the next step. And after that,
Okay.
depending on what side of the pallet you get, where you get to run or not run, you can go to this rock because this is safe, right? Or
Yeah.
you have like the borderline safe but playable resource here. You can use the window into the pallet. You can play the pallet. You also want to drop this pallet early. You don't want to really greet this.
Okay.
And whenever
window
you're going
here,
to get
right?
yes,
Which is good.
you have this window into this wall as well. Both of
Yeah.
them together can combine for some pretty good combinations. Which again, if you feel confident doing this without getting hit, and then only after going to the jungle gym pallet, if you have the distance for it, that would be, for example, a good optimization, good concept.
But I guess the risk here is, right, if I play that first, take this window and go to that pallet, if you break it on this side and I'm stuck on Shack's side, then I've zoned myself, haven't I? Away
Not
from
really,
main.
because if I break it from inside, right? You see what the long side of this jungle gym is? That's this, right? This wall is the long side. So then you can, if I break it, you can run here and you go around the window side here.
Okay.
And then from this window side, you can run up and go to this rock. Or if you don't have the distance for that, you can still go here and play this thing, right?
Okay.
And one important thing that I want to get to you in theory at least is, as long as you're playing something safe or combinations of playable resources where you are safe for a while, right? But you're eventually gonna end up in a 50-50, but you're safe for a while. As long as you're safe, you try to think about, how can I not get hit? How can I make this safe? But the moment you're stuck in a situation where you might get hit and it's not in your control to avoid a hit, you want to switch your mindset and think about, how can I take the hit to take a good hit? Because taking a good hit, when I hit you, you get a speed boost, right?
Yeah.
And you want to make sure that you're using that speed boost in a way that gives you the most distance possible and into the correct direction. So for example, if you're playing this wall, you make a mistake, and then I'm gonna hit you, you would not want to get hit while you're running towards bottom side along this wall, because then I hit you here, and if you run through me, you lose distance towards main.
Yep.
And you don't want to run bottom side. Whereas, for example, if you play this T-wall, and you get hit while you vault this window towards top side, and I'm here, now I need to run all the way around this wall to then follow you again. So you would get a lot of distance, and you're already running in the correct direction as well, right?
Okay, so if you're gonna get hit, just think about how you're hit and where you're gonna go.
Exactly.
Okay.
If you can't control not getting hit because you're not in a safe spot, you want to switch your mindset from how can I avoid getting hit to where do I want to go with my hit. And
Okay.
that alone is
Makes
gonna
sense.
make a lot of your chases feel a lot nicer, because every time you get hit, it's like an opportunity for yourself to put yourself in a good spot again. You're getting out of the uncomfortable situation and you're going back to a good spot.
Yeah.
All right, you wanna try executing that first concept? Let's just try.
No. Yeah. Okay. That's fine.
Also,
I'm
when you
really
teabag,
scared.
right? When I won you only last time, you always like teabag and then you wait for me to swing. Don't wait. Just teabag and instantly run. You just need to tap the button so I can see you crouch and then you can instantly run.
Okay.
I'm gonna try if I can mind game you a bit as well.
Hmm. Oh.
Okay. So we're
You're a
gonna
demon.
we're gonna learn about how to play Shack. That's definitely one of the first things we're gonna try to learn. Got outwent.
Oh my god, you're so fast.
Yep, Bloodlust 2. Alright.
Okay.
Alright, so I think the first thing we're gonna do is try to figure out how to play Shack. Because
Okay.
I think that if you don't know how to play the safe resources and make them actually safe, that would give you a lot of reason to panic, right?
Yeah.
So we need to get some confidence into knowing how to play the safe things. And I think Shack is
Okay.
like the first very easy example that we should look at. I say very easy, but it can be deceivingly hard if you've never looked into it. But Shack is one of the easier things to make safe.
Okay.
All right, so on Shack, there are something called check spots. Do you know what check spots are? Have you
Yeah.
heard about them before?
Yeah.
Okay, so check spots are positions that you can be in that are safe. So as long as you're in that spot, you're going to be safe, right? That's the idea of them.
Mhm.
And on Shack, there is quite a few things that you need to understand to make it safe. The first is, I would say this is like our favorite default check spot, and that is here. Position yourself here, a bit away from the wall, so that you're with your stand around the corner, stand like here, and then you can see with your camera, you can see around this corner, right?
Yep.
And you can see through this window on the door. You can see me here,
Yep.
and you can
Yep.
also see me here, right?
Mhm.
So this is the first spot, and you want to be as close to the wall as possible while still seeing all three things.
Okay.
So that's the first spot that we're gonna talk about. And then from every check spot, you need to know how to react. It needs to be like fully muscle memory autopilot, how to react depending on what you see the killer doing. So I think you can go a bit further to like the left. Yeah, I think this looks better. You can still see me here, right?
Yep.
Yeah, exactly. Now this looks better. So what do you do if I appear here?
Run this way.
Exactly. And there's one important step that you need to go through to make this safe. And the important step is to look through this window. And what you do is you go slightly wide and you walk for like 0.1, 0.2 seconds. When you look through his window, just to make sure that I'm not doing this, right? Look through a window, that I'm not doing this. You see me here, you start running, and I go back inside. And then if you just run to the corner and I'm inside, you're gonna get mind gamed.
Okay.
If you don't see me there instantly, you can go to the corner. You can go to this corner.
Okay.
And there, to make this fully safe, there's something called heartbeat reading and sound check spots, but I'm not gonna go into that with you for now.
That's what I was doing in our first chase around Shack when you were inside.
So
and
you do
were
how-
walking
so
back
you
and
do know how to
forth.
do it?
I was reading.
So you do know how to do it?
How close you were. Well, I do, but I got it wrong because she got me.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna try to show you something. You see, when I'm here, the heartbeat is like not loud or anything, right? You just hear it. And you see, when I'm here, now you should hear
Yeah.
like a bit more intense heartbeat, right?
Yep.
So the way you would play on that situation is, you see how when I'm here, your heartbeat is not intense yet? But now it is, right?
A bit more, yeah.
Like this.
Yep.
Okay, and now I want to show you, it also gets intense when I'm here, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so if you hear the heartbeat getting intense, and you don't see me on the corner, I have to be inside. So you run
Yep.
back to the window and look in the window.
Okay.
And on the window you can see if I'm going back again, which then you just repeat the same step.
Yep. Makes sense.
Alright, once you made it to this, if I follow you, what do you do? What do you do from here if I follow you?
If you're following around, I'd go around for the window.
Yes.
Obviously keeping an eye, I can watch through the window to make sure that you don't double back.
Yes, exactly. You look at this window to see if I double back. And you can
And
also
then this,
just play the window. That's usually your goal on track, is to make it to the window from the inside, and you want to vault this as often as possible. If you know what shift tagging is, you can shift tag this. If you don't know what it is, there's more important things we need to learn for now.
I do understand the concept of it, but I don't
Okay.
like in practice, if that
Okay,
makes
yeah.
sense.
Let's not get into that for now. That's like optimization for later, I would say. All right. So then you're in a different situation. We're going to talk about that later. So what do you do if you see me through the window and I go in here and I mind game you? Or you hear the heartbeat getting louder, what do you do?
Well, so if I'm here,
No, like you're on this corner, right?
okay.
And you hear me coming closer, and you don't see me following you. It's like the same step, but this time the other way around, right? You were on this
Look through
corner.
the window.
Look, you were on this window. You were on this check spot right here where I'm standing right now, right? And then you saw me come from the outside here, and you go to this corner. But now you see me go inside, right? Like go from this corner to your next check spot because you saw me coming. Okay, and now
Yeah.
you hear the heartbeat getting stronger, so now you go back.
Yeah.
And you again look through a window to see me, and you wait on that
Yeah.
corner until I appear here. You make sure you can
Yeah.
see through the window and on the corner until I actually appear here. And
Yeah.
then you go hold W again. And you can do the same heartbeat reading thing, where if the heartbeat stays the same, I'm holding W behind you. And if the heartbeat gets weaker, I'm doubling back again, so you go back to the previous corner.
Okay.
Okay, so that's
And
the
I can
first.
do the same from this corner, I think. I can see you through the window as well on that side.
If you have the distance for it, then yes, you can do it. It depends on the double back timing of the killer for this one.
Okay.
But generally, if the heartbeat gets weaker, you can just go back to this corner.
Okay.
And then you're back in where we started. Right?
Yep.
So that's
I
the
think
first
so.
set. That's the first set of check spots that we need to understand. Check spots always work in the way that you understand that you are safe if you're in the spot, and you know no matter where the killer goes, you have a set rule in your mind that you just follow on autopilot to make it safe, right? And you go to the next check spot. You always go from one check spot to the next check spot while following the necessary steps to make it safely.
Okay.
Okay, so now go back to the starting corner.
Oh, the other corner? Sorry.
Yeah, the starting
My bad.
corner.
Yeah, this one.
Now, we went over the steps when I appear here. Okay, but what if I appear from this side?
Go this way.
Yes. You go back
And
towards
then
the
hold
pallet.
it to the next corner, I guess.
Yes, well, this is where, while you run around this wall, you listen to the heartbeat. And if it gets more intense or it just stays the same, then I'm following behind you, and you just go around Jack, the full way around, this way, as long as I follow you, keep going this way, and then you go inside and you vault the window again. Right? We're still
Okay.
playing for the same goal. But if you hear
What
the
if you
heartbeat
double
getting...
back? And
Exactly.
if
If
window,
you
I get hit, right?
well, we're gonna figure that out later.
Okay. Okay.
So that's the plan. If you're on this corner, I appear here, and I just follow behind you, and I never double back. That's what you're trying to do, right? You're trying to go
Okay.
all the way around and vault the window from the inside.
Okay.
All right. So, what do you do if I actually double back? If you hear the heartbeat getting more quiet, what do you do?
Go back to hold the check spot to see if you're going to commit the other way.
The first step you do is when you come towards this doorway, you angle your camera inside so that you can see before you cross if I'm already on the door or not. Right?
Okay.
Because if you already see me here, then you just go back to the corner.
Okay.
But if you
Makes
can't
sense.
see me here yet, then you can go around the window side like we talked about before. Right? Because
Yeah.
then I'm still somewhere around the corner, you just go opposite side, you have maximum distance, and you have this window here as well to look through. So you can see me
Yep.
from this window if I go inside.
Okay.
And then you just play the window normally. If I vault here, you go back around backside, and you vault the window again like we talked before. And we already know check spots for that side.
Yep.
If I go all the way around this way, same thing. You just go back to the spot we already talked about. And if I commit inside, then you just go around this corner, around the long side, you come inside again, and you play the window vault, right?
Okay.
And the exact same concept applies to this corner over here. Where again, this is like the exact opposite, exact mirror of the back wall, right? Just on this wall. Where you can see me here. You can see me through the window here, and you can see me come around this corner. Just
Yep,
that this
I can see
time,
you.
if I come around the corner, you don't go around the other side because you already made it to the wall where you want to go, and you play for the window vault from inside.
Okay. Yep. I think so. I think that's
All right.
sinking
I
in.
didn't cover every single detail, but that's the idea of it. Okay.
Yep.
Now, you asked about the window vault, and it's like a 50-50 if I double back or not, right?
Yep.
Well, you can make it not a 50-50. The first step of making this not a 50-50 is once you reach this point in track, approximately here, you stop running and you start walking towards the window. Why walk? Because when you walk towards the window, you can just tap your shift key. You don't even need to run for long. You just tap your shift key, press spacebar, and you get a fast vault. If you want, you can
Okay.
try that. Unless you already know, then you got it covered.
Yeah, I don't.
Just try to practice
I'm
that
trying.
for a second. Window's not gonna block, we're not in chase, so you can just keep doing it until you feel confident doing it. You can run much later, much later.
Later?
Yeah, much later and much shorter. You can just walk until you're almost at the exactly. This was better.
Okay.
So this is the first thing that you do, which is you just keep walking towards the window, and if I appear here, if you see me here, then you just press spacebar. The moment I appear here, you press spacebar. Now, what do
Yeah.
you do if you already made it to the window while walking, and I don't appear here?
Don't vault.
Exactly, you don't vault. And one thing that's important to understand, I want you to medium vault, walk all the way up to the window. Wait, walk all the way up to the window. Just stand there for now. And I want you to medium vault, okay? Just stand on the window, yeah. And I want you to medium vault when you see me appear in the door, okay? And I'm gonna swing at you.
Okay.
Ready? You see how I can't hit you?
Yep.
So if you medium vault, this is safe. Right?
Okay.
So if you walk all the way up to the window, and then I appear, you can still vault, and it's still safe. You're not gonna get hit.
Okay.
Now, what do you need to be careful
Makes sense.
about if you do that? Go walk all the way to the window. No, don't vault.
Oh.
Like, just walk to the window. You need to be careful that if I appear here, well, if you're all the way to the window, right? All the way to the window, I can hit you through this.
Yep.
How do you avoid that? Either you stand a bit away from the window, but you can still instantly vault. That's option number one. But the other option is you can angle your camera outside of the window so that you can see me here when you're all
Yeah.
the way at the window. Exactly. And if you see me here, you go a bit away from the window and you're just a bit careful for a second.
Yep.
All right. The other option of what you can do is, instead of playing the window vault, you can go run to the pallet. If you see me go around the window actually in this way, you can go run the backside again. You just gained a lot of free time. Whereas if I appear in here, you would just drop the pallet, right? And then track is safe. All right. Do you want to try not getting mind gamed on track for a while? I'll just try to mind game you. If you ever make it to the pallet, okay? If you ever make it to the pallet and you would drop it, we don't have it anymore. We're just gonna reset. I'm just gonna stop. I'm not gonna hit you. We just reset. You ready?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, I mean, just come to the door and teabag so we can have like a chase start. All right. Don't think you quite make it around the window. Yeah.
No, I do not. I get hit.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you reacted a bit slow, and you also didn't really listen to the heartbeat probably. Did you, the question that I also want to ask you is, did you see me through the window here when I went to the door?
Yeah, I did look through the window and I was looking back.
Yeah, perfect. I mean, then you can do the thing that I told you about, right? If you see me on this side, what do? What's the next step?
Come around this way to the next one.
And while you do that, exactly.
Too slow and I
No. You stopped here. You stopped here. When you see me go this way, you play around the heartbeat, right? You go run, and if the heartbeat stays the same, you know that I'm following you.
Okay.
You can also
the heartbeat
delay it slightly. Like when you come here, you delay on the corner slightly. You walk for like half a second. Look back, and see if I commit around the corner before you commit.
Yeah. I think for me, it's like this point here. For all I know, you could be double backing into the doorway, and you would
notice the heartbeat. Let's try it, okay? Let's try it. Do the same thing again as before, but after you see me on the window, I'm gonna double back inside, and you see if you notice the heartbeat, okay?
Okay.
Are you ready?
I'm ready. Oh, okay. Yeah.
You can see the heartbeat change, right? Now wait. I'm gonna lose chase. Go back to the starting position. And now I'm just gonna commit behind you. And you just listen and see that you understand how it sounds like, okay?
Okay.
Okay, restart. I got chase. I feel like you ran away from the wall for a second. Not around the wall instantly. Ready? You hear the difference?
Yeah, okay, yeah, that was... Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
don't run inside, run around, right?
Yeah.
But you see the difference, right? So you just, all you need to do, like the important thing to make check spots work is that you actually have trust in them, right? You need to have trust in your ability to see the correct things and hear the correct things. And then when you combine that information, you can make things fully safe.
Yeah, that's definitely a confidence thing. I think that will come with time once.
Exactly. That's why we're doing this right now, because I want you to see that you can actually notice these things and that you're confident on it. That you're confident on them being safe. That's the important thing. All right, you ready?
Yep.
Well, I got chase again.
Oh, do you want to restart? Restart.
We should. You need to learn how to not give chase at the start. I feel like you wait too long. And then when you path, wait, I'll show you. When you path, place yourself outside of the wall so you don't need to run backwards. Place yourself so that you're already aligned with the wall here.
Okay.
And then just instantly run around the loop, not away from line of sight from me. Ready?
Yep.
Well,
he started again. I was right here. That's so weird.
Ready? That was good. You're still fine.
Oh.
Reacted a bit too slow. You did the correct thing, but you reacted a bit slow. Yeah, it's all good.
Okay, I popped a syringe. I'll be...
You ready?
Nearly done. Yep. Oh my god, I didn't even see you. I didn't see you cross. Okay. Well, I didn't see you.
No.
Okay.
Let's try it again. You ready?
And again, I didn't see you. How do I... Because when I'm here, I'm blind, right? How do I see you if I'm here? I don't, I guess.
Well, again, the important
It's a
thing
heartbeat.
is heartbeat. The important thing is heartbeat, right? And the other important thing is try to go behind the wall. Like, just go so you don't see me. And listen to the difference. The first swing is when I swing fully into Shack, okay?
Okay.
And this is my swing if I swing short.
Okay. Quieter.
Yeah, and shorter. And in a different position. Like this swing comes from the middle of Shack. This swing comes from the door.
Okay.
So that's the number one thing. And number two thing is, when you go around this wall, you can go slightly wide here and angle your camera into the wall so you can see around this window earlier.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. To go like here.
It's like here. I think you can see it from here, if I'm not wrong.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll try that.
And
I'm
if
so
you
used to,
hear
like,
the
hugging
swing,
Shack.
yeah, if you hear the swing, go to the middle. Then, if I double back, you always see me through the window. You can always see me. Whereas if I do this,
Okay.
you just hold this sound check spot.
Okay.
You stand here, on the other side of the wall, and you hold the sound check spot.
Okay.
And then when you hear me come basically here, you're gonna hear the heartbeat intensify, and you just run. Ready?
Yep. Oh,
Oh,
you
I
weren't
didn't
ready,
see you.
sorry.
Yeah, no, I was ready. I just didn't see
Yeah.
you T-back.
Oh, I ran into you the other way. No. Oh my god, I'm so bad.
Just gotta get used to it.
It's very different.
Alright, you ready?
I think so.
That was good. And now you see how you have the distance to make it all the way around to the vault?
I don't think I do actually. I think you...
Ah, yeah.
Oh,
But not quite. But yeah, if you get more used to it and you get a better timing, you were very close to it. Very close to
Okay.
it.
yeah, self-care. Give me 20 years. I'll get that.
Ready?
Yeah. I just reacted a bit slow, I think.
Yeah, would be it.
At least I got the direction you were going in right this time, though.
Yes, but just too slow. Alright. Do you think it would be helpful for you if I got someone from my chat to play Survivor on Shack and we just try to mind game and you can watch the spots the way it's played?
Yeah.
Do you think that would be helpful? Someone had the
Sure.
idea in chat.
Yeah.
Yo, wait. Is Noah here? Noah, are you here? We need someone to get who actually knows exactly. Noah, big man, the trapper goat, exactly. Someone tag him. We need to see if he's here. Outer maybe? If Outer is here, we can also do that. Because I don't want to trust random people in chat who say me. Who I've never heard before. Otto was here a few ago. Pedro, are you here? His trust Kyle, his check spots are magically? I don't know. I don't know. Worst case, if you want, I could do Trapper and you go Surf. Yeah, we can do that as well. Pedro and Sakura and Jet. I mean, are either of them actually here though? Lurking probably? Yeah, probably. Worst case, I do it. I'm not the best at it, but I should be able to do the basics. Alright, Kyle, can you join lobby? And you go Trapper? Message Pedro if you want. I mean, it's fine for now, it's fine for now. I'll just do it. Alright, we have someone for Killer. I'm gonna go Survivor, and you can go Inspect it.
Okay.
And then I'm just gonna try to explain as it happens.
I'm just trying to work out how to get the thing
I'll look at
working
the-
for my stream, yeah. So they can see it as well.
Ah, what do you mean? You're gonna inspect it anyways, right? You just see it normally
Oh,
on
yeah,
your DVD.
true. Yeah, makes sense.
Kyle said I'm not the greatest, but it should suffice. I mean, same. Sometimes I do get mind gamed on track by some random things, but I'm sure this is good enough to explain the basics. Alright. Okay, can you see me? Tell me when you can see my POV, Minx.
Yeah, I can see you.
Perfect. So I want to run you through like the spots and how I would play them, right? So the first thing is this. I would probably play it like this.
Mm-hmm.
And then if they
Yeah.
see the killer here, I would run like this. And then play this check spot. Sound. And I would look through a door like this with my camera. And the important thing is, you see how when I go around this, I would also play like this to look through.
Yep, so you're going a little wide. Okay.
And one thing that you can practice with your camera is like a little detail that gives you more a line of sight is look what happens if I just look through the window. But now look what happens if I move my camera correctly. You see how with this
Okay.
camera turn, I can see through the window longer? So I can get more info. Alright.
Yep.
Kyle, ready when you are. Just try to mind game me on track, I guess. Hear the breathing. And I make the window here, 100%. He went back again. Shift hack, try to lose chase. And we see him inside. Walk around this. Heartbeat constant, so he's following. And I make it back to the window. Okay, reset. Because this window would block now if I vaulted. But I would just go to the window again and play it. Anything specific that you would want us to try, Minx? Or was that good enough? Minx, are you there? Let me check Discord.
Oh,
Not muted.
I'm sorry. No, I'm here. I'm so sorry.
Okay, all good.
Yeah, maybe like so the corner. So where you're standing now, like to your right, that wall, that is that side of Shack that I struggle with. So maybe have him try to mind game you.
So mind
not
game
on
the
window
backside.
side of Shack. On yeah.
Okay, Kyle, we just try to mind game the backside for a bit. I'm here now. Now Noah and Outer are both here, so we can try that as well. I mean, now I make it window side again.
Yeah, he gave that to you.
I mean, he can't deny it. He can't deny it. I can always make it here. But I guess we just restart. See the double
Oh,
back?
okay, yeah, you saw him cross. Yeah.
Heartbeat. Inside, going back. Still inside. And I make window again.
Okay. Yeah, that was helpful. Can you just do it one more time?
Yeah,
On
yeah,
the
we can do it.
backside?
We can do it one more time. Kyle, just do whatever you want on backside man game. Here and inside. Following me, I heard the breathing. He's probably inside again, yup. And I'm in the same spot again. Now this. And now I drop pallet here. Boom.
Okay, yeah, that was helpful. I see what you mean about the short swing. I heard it better from your point of view when you were saying he short swung in and then he went round the back.
Yeah, yeah. Like
makes
when he short swings and he goes around the wall, I just Kyle try to short swing and go around the wall instantly. You see how I can see that?
Yeah.
And now the
Yeah,
other
makes
option
sense.
is Kyle do it again. Do it again. The other option is this. And I saw the red light move. If you looked
Okay.
here, on the wall, I could see the red light move away. Because he swung and then moonwalked. I saw that
Okay.
through a window. Let's do it one more time, Cal. You see how I can see him on the wall?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like I with the swing, I make it there to see it. And if he instantly swings outside, I can see it from here. Kyle, instantly swing outside. No, like swing outside, swing outside. You see how I can see him turn? Then I just stand here
Yeah.
and I look and I wait.
That sounded really far away as well. You
Yeah,
could
yeah,
tell
because
it's
he
coming from a
instantly
distance.
goes away, exactly. I could hear him and I even see the red light there, you see? So now I just
Yeah.
instantly go to the window and it's fine.
Yeah, so what I'm doing is I'm staying on this corner for too long, hesitating. I need to go straight for that gap in the window so I can see you,
Yeah, yeah.
I think.
Okay, let's
Yeah.
do it one more
Okay,
time.
that makes
Do it
good
one more
sense.
time.
Yep.
You can also stand here. You see this was inside. Double back. Yep. Follows. Heartbeat consistent. Still following, yeah. You see? I make that light, so I make it around backside again. Look inside, following. And you see how I make it to the window again.
Yep.
Okay. Is this enough? Or do you
Yeah,
want to
yeah.
see a
Yeah.
better demonstration by a better player? Because the better player is in chat now, but I think I could
if
show you
they're
what you
they're
need
happy
to.
to.
I think
Yeah, if they're
I think
happy to do it.
I mean we can do it. No, if you want to, you can join lobby real quick, and I'll mind game you on track, and you can show the let me and Mystic one on. Nah. We don't need to go this far. But
Thank
do you
to
feel like
Kyle as well.
yeah? Do you feel like you understood the concept, or do you feel like you need more?
Yeah. No, I feel like that demonstration was really good. So thank
Okay,
you to
okay.
whoever in your chat
Okay,
suggested
then-
that. That was really helpful.
Yeah, no, it was Cal's idea as well, and Cal helped execute it, so it was good. So
Thank
do
you, Kyle.
you wanna try again?
Me or get
Yes. No.
or
No.
Noah?
Would you try? Like, if you understand, it's good enough. You know, if you understand, it's good
Okay.
enough.
I mean, I can try.
Yeah.
I
Let's
think
try
as
again.
well, like
Let's try.
I need to definitely to work on my reaction time, but I think that's me still hesitating, which is
Yeah,
why
it's
a
you
problem.
hesitating.
I think I need more belief in myself, Laser. I think I need to have more conviction.
I mean, that's the thing, though, right? Whenever you're in a 50-50, if you just commit to one of the options based on whatever info that you have, you try obviously to wait as long as you can to make your decision and try to get as much info as you can. But no matter what option you choose, literally every option you choose, if you hesitate on that option, you're going to get hit either way. Like if you're going
Yeah.
to vault in a 50-50, you vault instantly and the killer doubles back, you get hit. The killer commits, you don't get hit. But if you hesitate, you get hit both if the killer commits because you hesitated, so he just swings and you get hit. But also, if you hesitate and then still do the same thing, right? You hesitate and then vault, you also get hit if the killer goes double back. So you get hit both
Yeah,
options
mind
instead
game
of only one
myself.
option, right?
Yeah. That's the biggest mind game, right? On yourself.
Yes. Like, it's like if you hesitate, you basically make every 50 into 0%. You get hit on everything instead of only one option. Sometimes 50-50 is also only a 1 in 3. And then if you hesitate, you go from a 33% chance to 100% chance to get hit.
Okay.
Alright, you
I'll
ready? You
my
wanna try?
best. I'll try. Okay.
Alright, let's go.
Oh no, I
And
hesitated.
we
I
hesitated.
did hear you.
Also, I don't think you instantly held W to the window, no? I feel like you waited.
I think so. I don't remember.
Because
I'll
your
try.
distance didn't seem okay. Your distance didn't seem okay. Let's put it like that. And you heard me swing inside, right? You heard me do this. So there's no reason for
Yeah,
you
I
to
did.
ever hold the corner because if you go to the
Hesitate.
window, you already can see me if I go back here. 100%.
Okay.
Ready?
All right. Let's try again.
That looks better. Yes, that's better. Nice. Nice.
Oh my god! Started the gen.
Whoops. Okay, but we can reset. We can
Me
reset.
too.
That was fine. You made
No,
it to
no,
the
it's
window,
fine.
right? You made it to the
Okay.
window.
Okay.
All right. Let's go again. Nice. And you make it to the window. We can reset again. Ready?
Yep. Oh no! I lost you again.
Yep.
Okay.
But you also gave chase at the
It's
start. That makes it a bit
such a-
harder.
It's such a mind game on myself. I just need to like get out of my head. I think.
You ready?
Yep. Oh, I still ran into you. What am I doing?
You heard me. You even heard me hit the wall there. I did this.
I did. And I still ran that way. All right.
Ready?
It's fine. Yeah. Okay,
You
I
did
made
get
the same
mind
mistake,
gamed.
but I corrected
Yeah.
it a bit faster.
You corrected
yeah.
a bit faster, but it was still the same mistake. This is fine. You make the window.
Okay.
All right. Ready?
Yep.
Yeah, good. Okay, you're fine. Ready?
Yep.
Yep, nice. Ah, okay, okay. You thought we stopped, yeah?
I came back to restart. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, okay. Nice. Oh, that vault was very early. Okay, nice. Yeah, we can restart. Alright, you ready?
I think so.
Nice. Nice. Ah, you get it, I think.
I do.
Oh, finesse
Oh.
save. Okay, but I feel like you get the basics.
Yeah, that's just gonna
Again,
take time, I
like a
think.
lot of these things only become relevant against really good killers that understand a lot of the like timings and mind games, and like unironically 99.9% of players that you're gonna ever play against, unless you go into like 1-eons or comp settings, are not going to do any of what I'm trying to do to you right now. They're not gonna understand the timings. Alright, are you ready? We're gonna do
Okay.
one more. And I tried to hit you on track somehow.
Oh, I didn't crouch. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
My
all
bad.
good, all good. Well, what happened there? what happened there?
I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I'm just brain things. I'm so sorry.
I just thought you got it, and then that happened. Unfortunate. Let's try again.
Oh, I didn't see you back in. Okay, that was a new one. I wasn't expecting you to do that.
We probably
Okay.
skipped a step or two, and you also didn't listen to the heartbeat. I'm guessing.
Probably not. No.
Ready? Hey, good. You don't make the window, but you would have made the pallet. So at least you didn't get mind gamed. Boom. Alright. But I think this is enough for Shaq for now. I think you understand the concept,
Yeah.
and now all you need to do is practice it enough times that all of this becomes autopilot for you.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's
Alright.
yeah. I think that's something I
Maybe-
can practice in pubs. I know it won't be the
yes.
same, but
Maybe we have a Godrog next to Shaq. I want to tell you about the check spots, the other type of check spots that you have in the game.
okay. Yeah.
If you would be so kind to drop this pallet. Now, what are check spots on pallet? On pallets, check spots are the spot that the killer needs to be in for you to vault. And you
Okay.
don't vault before that. Okay, so come to the other side first. Come to the side of the pallet. Could have vaulted as well, but this works.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was going
Okay, I
around
was
the wrong
saying.
way.
So when you're on this pallet, you place your camera
Yep.
to face the rock, and then
yeah.
what I do is I stare at the grass in between the rock and the tree,
Yeah.
and you vault when you see the middle of the killer cross that line. So here you don't
Okay.
vault. Here you vault.
Okay.
Right? And move from the pallet real quick. If you ever want to figure out check spots for a pallet for yourself, you need to figure out what is the earliest point where the killer can swing to hit someone on the pallet. And in this case, I'm gonna swing too early from here, you see? I don't hit someone on the pallet.
Yeah.
But if I'm here, right here, I'm gonna swing right there. This hits someone.
You get me. Yep.
And you want to vault right on the line where where the killer has to swing to hit you. If you vault on that timing,
Okay.
even if they swing, you're gonna make the vault. On the other side,
Okay.
if we do the same test, right? If we do the same test, I can swing from approximately here. Approximately here is where I can swing. So stand at the
so
pallet and
that-
see what my head looks like.
I can only just about see you above that rock.
Okay, so
because it's
the way you do
massive.
it is you come out here, stand approximately where I am right now. Stand here.
Okay.
And now you have a much better field of view
Yeah.
to here. Right? Now you can see me properly. So if
Okay.
the killer's head appears here, the head appears here,
After
you
vault.
vault.
Okay. Okay.
And the other spot is here. Again, there is... Do you know about killer movement? Like the momentum tech.
Killer movement. I know
Otherwise,
on
I'll-
Survivor keep momentum, but on Killer no.
Yeah, so on killer, I'll show you. I'll show you. If I double back as the killer on something, the way most people would, it looks like this. And try to remember the speed change, how long it takes, the direction change, how fast I'm moving. Okay? This is like what most people would do if they try to mind game something. They try to
Yeah.
double back. But if you have good movement, you can do it like this. Wait, I fucked up. Like this, like this, like this, like this.
Okay.
You see how the double backs are much quicker?
Yeah.
If I do this and this versus this and this,
Yeah, it's faster.
this, 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 this versus this, just trying to give you an example. So
Yep.
really good killers. Most people in pubs are not going to do it, right? Most people in pubs are not going to do it, not gonna happen. But if you play against really good killers, these check spots can sometimes make it hard to play those check spots. If people move correctly like this and they double back and bounce themselves off the walls, they make you vault. If you fuck up slightly, they're gonna be in range to like swing at you.
Okay.
It just makes it harder to execute. You can still do it. It just makes it really hard to execute, and any small mistake you make is gonna be fatal. For example, also this pallet, if someone moves on killer like the way I showed you first, like this is a god pallet. You can vault on check spots on this pallet, and you're never gonna get hit if killers move like this. Because it just takes too long. But if they move well, if they do this, like they bounce themselves off of this, bounce themselves off of this, of this, of this, it just gets really hard to play it correctly, and it's basically unsafe. It's like almost unsafe.
Okay.
But that's just something to keep in mind. Again, it shouldn't be relevant for you in most cases.
Yep.
Now, one little detail that I want to show you, because we have this palette here, which allows it to show really nicely, is look at the shape of the palette and the two sides that you have away from it. This concept is only important if it's a palette that you plan on playing, right? If you plan on staying on this palette, or if you want to get the most distance after the palette drop.
Yep.
So if you drop the pallet from this side, you see how you have to go backwards here to run around the loop, or backwards here around the loop, right? But if I as the killer, you drop the pallet when I'm here, and I as the killer go around the side, you see how I can run a straight line here?
Yeah.
So this extra movement outwards, instead of the straight line, cuts the distance that you gain from the pallet by usually it's like one less loop that you get around it before you're stuck in a vault 50.
Okay.
Whereas if you drop it on the other side, you see how both of the sides are flat on both ways. Whereas if you drop it when I'm here as the killer, you see how I have to go backward around or backward around to run around the pallet. So now you gain the distance.
Okay.
So
as
if
a survivor, I'd want to be dropping it on the other side.
Exactly.
On this.
Ideally, as the survivor, you would want to drop the pallet on this side, because then you can run around with more distance.
Okay.
The only reason why you would not want to do this on some pallets is, for example, on this pallet, if there was a similar concept, which there kind of is with this side, where this way is much shorter than this way, right? But on this pallet, it's a lot more important to think about zoning, right? If you manage to make the killer be here when you drop the pallet, that's a lot better for you than if I'm here. No matter what angle this would be placed in. Right now, both of the concepts work together, but if I'm here and I break it, you're zoned, right? You don't really make it anywhere. So that's a more important concept. But if zoning is like irrelevant, if you just use the pallet for distance anyways, or no matter what the killer does, no matter where he breaks it from, you're fine, then thinking about like this shape of the loop, where it's flat, is a massive thing.
That's good to know. I hadn't thought about that.
It's like a very small detail that not many people know. But it's one of the small things that you can look at.
Okay. Makes good sense.
All right. Do you want to practice thinking about a plan on this as well? On this map? Assess the resources, figure out how you would use them? Since that's the other concept that you struggled with.
Yeah, I mean, if you started, theoretically, if I vaulted the shack window, you'd come into this loop, right?
You wouldn't really want to vault the shack window, because then you use your life already, right?
Oh yeah, because my life.
So what you want to do is you want to play shack, and instead of using the shack pallet or shack window, you just come to this pallet. And this pallet is into the shack window. You, no matter, even if the killer has Bloodlust 3, no matter what side the killer breaks it from, you always make it back to the shack window, right?
Yep.
So this, you would want to use this before using shack.
Okay.
Because you can always make it back to shack from this. And also this pallet into the window is a really, really nice setup. Even if shack pallet is already used. If for some reason this pallet is still up then.
Okay.
So that's number one that you can recognize.
And then we have a playable tile over here, right? This one's playable.
Yeah. What about
For
this?
this, I'd probably drop this. Oh, that one?
Yeah, what about this?
I wouldn't go over there, to be honest. That's asking to be zoned, no? Unless you have nothing else.
No, this is actually really good. Why is it really good?
Because you can hold it here to see if they're coming.
Why
It's
is this
safe,
really,
isn't it?
why are you not zoned on this palette? Why is this good for you?
I guess because you have that one there if you need it.
And because the long side is pointing towards the rest of the map, right?
Okay.
So you can always run around the long side. If I double back, you always make it out. And if I ever break the pallet, you can always position yourself already a bit to the side and you always make towards mid-map.
Make it over there.
If this was
Okay.
the other way around, that like the long side was, if this was like mirrored and this would be like over here, but the long side would be over here, right?
Yeah.
The short side would be over here. Then you would be zoned. Then it would be really bad because the long side looks towards edge map and you don't make it anywhere if I break it.
Okay.
But this one is really good.
That's good to know.
And this thing, we call this a pallegem.
Mhm.
And pallegems are also safe resources. If you play them correctly, you can't get hit on them.
Okay. Good to know. Yes, yeah, I
Those are
would have
already
avoided
safe.
that as a zone, but it makes sense what you said about the long one.
Yeah, it always depends. Like, if you think about safe resources, if safe resources make you zoned, they're not god pellets anymore. Like, the killer still has to break them, but you're gonna get hit afterwards. Whereas if the long side allows you to run somewhere that, like, somewhere else before you get hit, then they're still god pellets, they're safe.
Okay. Makes sense.
Also, this LT wall with the windows into this longer window is a really, really nice setup. Especially with the knowledge that you then can go to this safe resource to break the Bloodlust, right? And then
Yeah, it's
after
a
I break
dirty
this, you
setup,
still
isn't
have
it?
this setup. It's really good. Yeah, it's really good. You can definitely
Yeah.
play it for a while. And then whenever I get too fast, you know, when I start getting Bloodlust 1, maybe Bloodlust 2, but probably Bloodlust 1, whenever I start getting Bloodlust 1 on that setup with the windows, you can then go to this and break the Bloodlust with it. And that is
Because
really
you'd
the
always,
reason...
You'd always be forced to break this, I guess. Like you
Exactly,
have no choice. You have to
exactly.
break
I mean,
it. Yeah.
I can try to mind game you on it, and if you don't know how to play it safely, then I might get a hit on you. But if you know how to play it, it's safe. But playing it is deceivingly hard. Like, that would be another thing, like Shaq, where we need to go through the timings and the spots and how to listen.
Yep. You also have this window here.
Yes, this window is pretty good.
Second. Yeah. So this one I'd say is playable but not safe, right?
Exactly. This is playable
safe?
but not safe.
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay.
So how would you, what kind of plan would you have for, I would say, the start of the chase?
If you'd start around Shack, I'd go around once. Well, it depends what you did, but maybe twice. Depends what I could get away with. And come to this one here, this loop over here.
Yes.
If I hadn't already dropped Shack pallet, maybe back to Shack.
Yeah, I agree.
And then depending on what you do, maybe after that, try and take the window with live to get to this sit over here if I haven't got much distance.
Either
If
way,
I don't have to pop it, then I wouldn't.
either way, you would want to try to go, like, with the shack pallet distance, you would want to go to, if you have a lot of distance, if you manage to drop the shack from outside and I'm inside, you can definitely go to this window setup here. And if you don't really have enough distance to make it the window setup, then you would want to just go to the pallegem and make sure you can use the pallegem before you get hit. So that you make sure that you use your 2 safe resources you have before you get hit, right? The other thing is you have the Godrock in the corner here, but as we talked about before, you're gonna be zoned on this. So
I don't feel very safe on those.
yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, they're Godrocks, they're really good, but you're gonna be zoned. This rock is a bit better, if you look here. This one is better, because the long side points towards Shack. The problem for you is that the Shack window is not angled very well for you. So
Okay,
if
so that's good to know. So basically, I'm looking the same as the one over there. You want the long sides on the inside of the map
Yeah,
to be
yeah.
good, and
Yeah,
shorts
exactly.
on the outside.
Because
Okay.
then you can get distance towards the inside of the map. And I don't have any perks right now. If I had Brutal, you probably get hit if I break it. But if I don't have Brutal, I think you make the window even. We do have to test it. But if you position well, I'm pretty sure you make the window. If I don't have Brutal. And I'm playing no
Okay.
perks right now. So, do you want to try a chase on this
It'll
before
nerf
we
you
move on?
somehow. try just a general chase?
Yeah, we can just try to have a chase.
Okay.
See what happens. See what concepts come in play. Where do you want to start?
I'll start this side, I think.
Okay.
Stop it! Stop it!
Hey, you did well. You did well. You didn't get mind game. Good job. See, I'm just testing you. Okay, this maybe not ideal. Should still be fine. Nah, it's still okay. It's still okay. Okay, nice. Now this, I mean, this was good, but now it's not ideal for you.
I started off well and I flopped.
This is good?
I decided to take the distance away. Was that the right decision?
Yeah, that was good.
Oh, you got me.
Yeah. So we don't quite know how to make this safe.
It's all the while you're 50-50ing me on the pallet, I can play it. It's you went round, which really threw me off. I wasn't expecting you to do that.
The way the killer mind games pallet gems is by going around the short side.
And then I feel like I should have been listening for the heartbeat again. Then.
Yes,
That's
yes,
where I
and
went
that's
wrong.
why it's important to lose chase on the pallet gem.
Okay, I'm just waiting for my syringe to pop.
Yeah, all good, all good.
There we go.
But basically on the pallet gem, there's a couple important things that you need to remember, right? So if the killer is on long side and you're on the pallet, you're safe, right? The vault is pretty easy to play safely. Very unlikely you're gonna get mind gamed on that or like mistime the vault. It's really safe. Now, it becomes difficult when the killer starts going around the short side. What do you do this? What do you do to avoid this? Or how do you play this? Well, the first step is to realize that you need to be a bit patient when going away from the pallet to see, like you walk away, you angle your camera so you see through the gap here longer, and you see if the killer instantly double backs or not. Because if the killer, look, if you go behind the wall and you walk away and you see the killer does this, you can just instantly go back to the, like you can just stand still, and as long as I don't go back here, you're like, well, I'm on the long side, I'm safe, right? You're just trying to not already be in a bad position when leaving the pallet, because the killer instantly doubles back. And also, you need to realize that if the killer appears here, you have a lot of distance still, right?
I still get hit from here though, right?
No. Right now you would not get hit, but you would get in chase, so that makes it harder.
Okay.
So you just want to delay the run. Like delay the run for like 0.1, 0.2 seconds while looking, while you walk away. Don't need to fully hold this spot, right? You just need to see if the killer instantly goes back or not. If the killer doesn't instantly go back, what you do is you keep running here and you sit on this corner. And what you want to do is you want to sit as close to the pallet on the side as you can while you can still see around this corner.
Yep, about here.
Yeah, and what you stare at, okay? You see this bush down here? This?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Just
I see
look.
the bush moving.
Yeah, you can see the grass and the bush moving, and when you see that, you instantly hold W to the pallet. Right?
Okay.
And what's important is the moment you do that, you angle your camera into the wall and you stare at this the moment you can, because you need to see if I actually commit behind you or if I just showed myself here on the grass and then went instantly here. Because if you miss me going around this and I come to the short side and you're on the pallet, well, now you're in a 50-50. Now you're in the panic mode. So that's what you need to try to avoid. And also, if you sit here
now, I can see both.
Yeah,
I can see the corner
exactly,
and the pallet.
and you can see here exactly. That's what you need to do. And here, when you stand here, and I appear here, as we said, it's very important to deny the chase so you can listen to the sound better, right? So what you do is you don't run around the corner, but you walk around the corner. And you can even hold this corner, right? You can even hold this corner until I appear here.
Okay.
And then you start running. And what you need to pay attention to when you start running is listen to the sound, okay? Just go move like here. Listen to the sound. Listen to the sound of this first example, okay? Ready? First example is this.
Okay.
This is your cue to run to the pallet because I'm going around alongside. Go back to your spot. Ready?
Yep.
This is the other example, okay? You hear the difference?
Oh yeah.
This means that I went back. And the moment you hear me going back, you go back to the previous spot on this corner. But you only do that once you see me here. Once you see me here, you go back to your spot. If you don't see me here, you still keep playing the same thing and listen. I just want you to sit here.
You want to stay here,
You
right?
just stay here and you listen, right? And if you just stay where you are and you listen, and if I come closer again, right? Let's say I'm going away, you don't move yet. You still stay there. You still stay there. And then you see how now I'm close?
Yep.
Now you run again.
I was getting ready to say. Yeah. No, I hear the difference.
And if you see me appear here, you instantly walk around the corner so you don't give me chase, and then you just stay on the same corner and you do the exact same thing again. You listen. Now you don't move, you don't move, you don't move, you don't move, you don't move. Nothing happens. Nothing's happening. Now you hear me, right? Now you run to the pallet.
Yeah.
So that's how you want to play it.
Okay. That's really good to know. Honestly, like now you've said it, like heartbeat makes so much sense. I'd never paid that much attention to it before.
It's really hard to do, especially if you've never done it. But once you get the hang of it, you can get so much information on the killer by doing this. And it's kind of a necessary concept to make this safe, because if you hold this spot and you wait for me to appear here, you need to be the god of reaction times with low ping to make it to the pallet. It's possible, it's just not reliable.
Okay.
All right.
Makes good sense.
All right. Now, how about we try to reload the map and we see if we can do the same thing on a jungle gym.
Okay.
So I can explain the jungle gym to you a bit. And I think then we're gonna call it, right?
Yeah.
It's been a long time, and I don't know, maybe your brain is insane, but I can imagine that your brain would be slightly fried at this point.
My brain is a little bit fried, yeah.
So
in a good way,
let's not overdo it. And when you play your pub games, when you just chill and you get into these situations, you play like Shack or you play a pellet gym, you play a jungle gym, you can try to apply the check spots. And even more important, I'll call it homework. One piece of homework that I want to give you is you need to get used to making plans in your head, right?
Yeah.
So anytime you spawn on a map, I want you to instantly go into like taking information mode, and you try to pick up where are all my safe resources. And every time you sit on a gen, right? Every time you sit on a gen, I want you to always know, what am I going to do if the killer comes from this side and from that side? Any way the killer can approach, you need to know, where do I go? You always need to be aware of that, and just do it until it becomes automatic for you. Until you automatically do it without thinking about it. And then that gives you the headspace and the mental energy to focus on other things, like macro concepts, when to rotate, how to play the individual things. But without a plan, you're not gonna know where to go, because again, you're hesitating basically without a plan. It's the same thing as on track. If you don't already know what you're gonna do if you see me around this corner, you're gonna hesitate and you're gonna lose distance and you're not gonna make it.
Yeah.
All right.
That makes sense.
So wait, let's see if we find the jungle gym. Yeah, the homework is pretty easy. You just need to always think about, where am I going to go if the killer comes to me right now? And if you ever catch yourself not having a response to that, that's when you need to realize you need to think about it. It's like your trigger.
Yep.
There's no jungle gym on this map. Unfortunate.
It was over on the far right, I believe.
Nah, it was a pellet gym. I checked that. So we just load again.
Yeah, like everything you've said makes really good sense to me. I think it's just like applying it in practice.
Yeah, there's
and also,
one
like,
thing
when you're
yeah,
in
yeah.
that pressure of the chase.
Exactly. And I like maybe you can correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe give me some feedback in a week or two. I don't know how long it will take you to like get comfortable with like the checkspot system, especially on Jack, because that's where we looked at it in more depth. But I would think that once you get comfortable with using the checkspots and you experience over and over and over again that, hey, if I do this, I'm safe. If I do this, I'm safe. If I do this, I'm safe. And you experience that over and over and over again, you're gonna panic less and less and less because your brain doesn't go into, I'm unsafe, help mode, and it just is in, oh, I know this. I'm comfortable in this position, right?
Yeah, I think that's like you explaining where I'm safe. Like that's already given me a bit more confidence, like a little bit more.
How do we keep getting this unlucky? Ay.
DVD RNG.
Well, we try again. Also, while we load in, give me 1 second, I'm getting some water.
Okay. No gems allowed. This is gonna be the one, right? I'll have a look. Wait. 4 lane. Nope. We still haven't got a jungle gym.
Yeah, I'm back. Do we have a jungle gym?
Yeah. Nope.
Brother.
We do not. DVD said no.
Isn't this nice? Isn't this nice? Trying to get a jungle gym for 5 minutes and we still didn't get one.
We'll try one again. Someone in my chat said try another Macmillan map if you don't get it. Maybe like Cold Tower or something, like just to get the gym.
It shouldn't really make a difference. We're just getting unlucky. I don't think there's a higher or lower chance for jungle gyms based on map. Surely you get it in 5 minutes. I mean that's what I'd hope. Yeah, that's what I'd hope.
We'll still be here in an hour.
Okay, I spawned on Shack. Guys, we have Shack. We spawned Shack. That's cool. We have one. Let's go. Did we get super lucky and we got both variations? No. Okay, but we have one variation. We can work with this. The other jungle gym, like once you understand the concept of check spots in like a general sense, you're gonna be able to understand the check spots for tiles that you don't know yet. You're gonna understand how you're gonna figure them out yourself. So that would be at least my hope, because it's similar to if you remember school, right? And you learn like the quadratic formula or the Pythagorean theorem, I think it's in English. Like the a squared plus b squared is equal c squared.
Is it Pythagoras theory? I think it is.
I think it's
Pythagoras.
Yeah, Pythagoras, whatever. You know how a lot of students they study like a squared plus b squared equals c squared. And then on the exam, at some point, the teacher just writes x squared plus b squared equals, I don't know, g squared. And everyone goes like, oh my god, what? I've never seen this before, I don't know what to do. That's what happens when you study the check spots of one specific tile and you don't understand why, right? But if you actually understand the formula and you know why it works this way, right? With like the two shorter sides of the triangle, right angle, and then the longer side, and that's how you get it because of whatever the fuck. if you actually understand it, then you can apply it no matter what the letters are that you put there, right?
Yep.
And you might
Makes
even
sense.
understand why it works this way in like situations that you haven't seen before. So if you understand why the check spots work this way, which is just gonna come with experience and understanding, like getting mind gamed a certain way, and you're like, wait, I forgot this step, and now you understand what the step is for, right? Just with experience and trial and error, you're going to understand why those check spots exist. And once you understand like why you hold certain angles and why you do certain things, you're gonna intuitively be able to apply them to new situations as well. And that's ideally where you want to get to eventually.
Yep.
Okay.
Makes sense.
So again, how do you play this? This is unsafe if you try to play it while not dropping it. And I will show you why it is unsafe. Hold this corner, right? Because this is where you would be. If I'm coming like here, you go around one way and you go window, maybe. If I come this way, you would go to the pallet, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'll show you something. Just hold the spot and try to react, okay? Like visually.
Yeah.
You wouldn't make that, right? You don't have the time to react and make the pallet. So you would have to pre-run a bit in one way, but then if I do come the other way, if I come around this way, you then don't make it anyways. So you can't play this safely while greeting unless the killer is like not super great and is showing his red light. Now, if you run now, you're gonna be fine, right? If I show my red light here on this corner, you're also gonna be fine, right? Because you see me early.
Yeah.
But if I do the correct thing and moonwalk around this way, you just don't have the time to react. So,
Okay.
First step is we need to drop this pallet. And then we need to understand that this is safe, but again, you need to lose chase, because if I get enough bloodlust, I can make this unsafe. Because you can't hold the correct spots anymore, because I'm too fast. I'll catch up too fast. So,
Okay.
first step is, let's say you drop it from the inside. Go on the other side of the pallet. First step is, you need to not run while I can see you here. During this time, like once you drop the pallet, you already start moving to your right. Yeah, but you walk, right? You walk until I go behind this wall. Then you run. Then you do the same thing. If I start appearing here, you walk around the corner, you don't run. Because this way I don't get chased, and if I don't have chase, I don't get bloodlust, right? You see me right now?
Okay.
You walk around this corner if I can see you here.
Okay.
And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna hold exactly the spot that we're talking about before this one. And you play with the sound again. You play with sound. Right? You listen,
Okay.
and if my heartbeat gets weaker, I'm probably gonna be around this wall. I'll show you what that I'll show you what that sounds like. You ready?
Yeah.
Like this. But if you
Okay,
see me here
yeah.
visually, you can always react. You walk around the corner, you always make it inside. Right?
Okay.
And the other thing is, listen to this. Now you run.
I hear you from the left. Yeah.
Now you run. This is where you run. And then you just go to the pallet again. And as long as I'm on the long side, you see how the pattern again, as long as I'm on the long side, you just play the pallet vault and you're safe. If I go around the short side, you listen to the heartbeat, and you need to be patient and listen. And you just try to make me go around the long side again.
I was gonna say, do I need to then run back this way when I get, if you go back to go?
If I
that
go
way
back
around this
inside,
way?
same thing. You don't run while I
Yeah.
can see you over the pallet. You go behind the wall. And then here, again, very important concept. You remember on Shack how I told you, wait, when you like delay for a second, you walk 0.1, 0.2 seconds on the back wall window
Yeah.
to look through it for a bit longer, and you do like the camera flick, the move, so you can see a bit longer. You do the exact same thing when you go away from this pallet and you look through this wall towards this gap, right? Because what you're trying to see is, once I go through here, you need to know if I just go through here and instantly back or not. Especially if you're still in chase, because you're probably gonna be in chase when you drop the pallet, so you need to lose chase first. Especially if I'm here and you drop the pallet from outside, especially then it's important that you do this, because if I go here, you instantly run away and I just go back, You're now gonna be on the spot, and there's chase music, and it's gonna be really hard to listen to this. So you need to see if I instantly double back, because if I don't instantly double back, you're gonna make the spot and you're fine. But
Okay.
if I instantly double back, you wouldn't be fine. So you need to delay for a short bit here to just look for like 0.1, 0.2 seconds. Do I come back instantly? After that, you play,
Okay.
you listen and you play the heartbeat on the corner.
Okay.
All right. Now, another thing that's very interesting to know about this is once you come to this corner, obviously, this is where you listen. But what do you do if I appear here?
Go to the other corner.
Which corner? Show
That
me.
one.
Show me.
Would I be here?
Yes, and you would want to push yourself as far as humanly possible towards the pallet.
While still being able to
While
see around
still
this
being
corner?
able to see around the corner, exactly.
Here.
Right. So when you see me here, then you go to the pallet and you make the vault. And one important thing that you need to do with your camera while you wait, you need to be able to see through this gap, right? Don't miss me, don't miss the killer going back here, because then you just do the same thing again. You wait until I appear here, and then you move to the next corner.
Yep.
Go to this corner. You reacted slow.
Okay.
If I'm fully following you, like if I'm already here when you start running, you just need to keep running, and you need to understand that if you go to the corner now, like react again, I'm gonna double back, and I want you to see that you can see me here, right? I want you to see that you can see this, right? Just go to the corner and run. Run now. I double back. You see me here, right?
Okay, yeah.
So then you can react. So you don't need to be scared about that. The more scary part, the more scary part on this is if the killer moonwalks this and you're still on the corner, you're gonna get hit. That's the scary part. The other part is look how far away from you, how far I'm away from you. You're fine here, right? You easily make it around.
Yep.
All right. So, and one interesting thing that I want to show you about the window is I'm trying to trigger your pattern recognition, turning on in your brain. Vault the window for me. Just go down the other side. Perfect. Now, the window is not fully safe. Outside of chase, you can again listen and kind of make it safe, but it's a bit hard. But one important thing that I want to show you is, if you vault the window and the killer is behind you, you go to this side, and you do the same thing again that you do on the shack window and that you do on the pallet gym when the killer goes around short side, and that you do when the killer goes around short side here. You do the same thing again where you don't hug the wall, you go a bit wide, and you walk for like 0.1, 0.2 seconds, and you look if the killer instantly double backs here. Because you want to see if the killer goes in here, goes around here. Now you delay for a second to see if he's instantly double backing inside. Why is that so important? Because the next spot you're running to is here, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you need to know if the killer instantly went inside, because then you don't get to this spot safely. I'm gonna be too close to you already if I instantly double back. And unironically, this little thing will catch every single killer that you play against in 99.9% of your games, will catch them if they double back. Because people don't really know how to play against these things correctly, right? And you need to understand, if the killer appears here while you're on that spot, you always make the pallet, so you're safe, right?
Yep.
So this more scary part is if the killer goes inside. So that's why you're looking out for it. If the killer goes inside and you're on this corner, it's pretty hard. The only way you are safe on this is if you listen to the sound again. I'll show you what it sounds like. So when I appear here, do you hear what it sounds like? But you can see me.
Yeah,
So
it's like
now,
tier 2 heartbeat.
yeah,
kinda.
exactly. And now you should have the same thing.
Yeah.
But if you hear the heartbeat, you don't even need to stand where you stand. You can stand further here. I would stand here if I were you. Why? If the killer comes around this corner, you see him anyways, right? Go further, go closer to the wall. So you have better distance, yeah. Now, if you see me here and you start running, you easily make the pallet, right?
Yeah.
Easily. But if you hear the heartbeat the same way and you don't see me, I have to be inside, so you just go back to the window and you can probably see me. If you're in chase, however, that's not safe, right? That's only safe outside of chase, so you can hear the heartbeat properly.
Okay.
And that's basically
I feel like that's more
basically it.
information to take in than Shaq.
It
This
is
like
it is not
like,
necessarily
the most
more.
taxing on my brain.
Yeah, maybe. All right.
Like, I guess the thing with Shaq is, right, Shaq's like a complete square. It's one direction, whereas this is like corners of corners. Like, you got a corner there and you got the
Yeah,
corner in the
yeah.
corner. Like,
But what I'm trying to trigger is the pattern recognition of the. You always have a side that you want to be on, the long side. You want the killer to go outside here because you always make the pallet. You always have like a side that you prefer because it's safer for you, and you're gonna be fine if
Yep.
the killer goes there. And then you always have a side where you're more vulnerable. And whenever the killer is going around the side where you're more vulnerable, you almost always have this kind of thing where you go like a bit wide, you get more information by delaying a bit, look a bit longer with your camera. Whereas on the side where you're chilling and you're safe, you usually play either around sound because it's longer, or you just are in spots where you're fully chilling, fully safe. It's very easy to play, right?
that makes sense.
And that's kind of the pattern recognition that I want to implant in your brain, so you're like used to this, because this is like very consistent around any kind of tile that you play. It's very similar.
I guess
Similar
it's the same
thing.
theory for like 4 lanes and stuff as well, right? Like, for like.
I
the
mean,
smaller
yeah.
gyms.
Like any other tile will have similar logic to it.
Like, whatever you call these.
This is a Ornament Jungle Gym or Seawall Jungle Gym,
Seawall, okay.
because this is a sea.
Mhm.
And this one would be a short wall jungle gym because the window is on the short wall. Whereas if the window is, if the window is here and the pallet's on the other side, that's a long wall jungle gym because the window is on the long wall.
Yep, makes sense.
Yeah, I don't want to bombard you with more information necessarily. You can also look up Exize, EXIZE, like ZE, and type check spots on YouTube. And he has check spot videos for both variations of the jungle gyms, for Shaq, for LT walls, for a lot of tiles. He has check spot videos. So if you want to, like, maybe you didn't retain all the information I told you, which would be expected, I would say, because it's a lot. You can check out the check spot videos from Exize, and he has like visual representation and written explanations in the videos to like go over some of the information again.
Yeah, definitely, that will help. I'm the kind of person like I'll like process, and I think as well, like I'll definitely. It's not going to be the same because I've already learned from being chased by you that pub killers are definitely not the same. But most killers in that situation probably break the pallet. But I'll definitely try and I'll definitely try and put it into practice.
Yeah, but the important thing is that you need to know how to make the safe things safe, so that you actually feel safe on the safe things, and then you can not panic. That's the important part.
Definitely. It's a huge thing for me.
Whenever you feel like, no matter what the killer does, I always know what my next move is, with like making the plan of where the killer comes from and what you're gonna do based on where he comes from. If you always have a plan for that, while also putting yourself in the position that for any tile, any pallet, anything you go to, you understand how to play it correctly. That will help you to feel safe, and when you feel safe, you panic less. So that's like the main goal that I'm trying to follow with the coaching session today.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
Since that's the main things that you said you struggle with.
Yeah. I think that's the thing. I think, rather than sitting on the generator, just like, I do look around, but I think I need to make okay, I can run to this gym. I've got this window or this tile or whatever it is I have.
Yeah.
Just thinking more further in the future.
And also, the more 1v1s you play, allows you to give more chances to actually apply the things you learned. Because if you just play in the normal games, it's gonna be possible, but it's not gonna happen every time that you get to play these, right? Right? Whereas if you 1v1, you can play Shaq at the start every single time, so you're gonna be really used to it. And you're always gonna go to the pallet gyms. I mean, you can try ladder. Just depends how much killer you want to play.
Demolished.
But yeah, for the level that you're at, I would recommend like friendly 1v1s. They're more chill, so you panic less, and you can get used to it more. Ladder is like once you're at a certain point where you kind of can play both sides to a decent level, and you feel like you're not gonna panic, that's when you should go to ladder. But for the point where you're at, I think like just finding some friends, people from your community, people that like enjoy 1v1s, and maybe they know know a thing or two, so they can like point out mistakes if you make them and you don't already know what you did wrong. Then if you want to improve, that's probably the best way, because you get get like 100% practice time. There's no like doing gens downtime. There's no killer not chasing you or killer chasing you in that zone. So you can just practice a lot. Exactly. So you want to do a chase?
Have fun. Sure.
Okay, make sure before we start, think about how you want to play this. Take a moment to think. Let's start the chase in a different way as well, okay? Let's say you crouch in the middle of Shack here. Don't step into the trap. You're gonna disarm the trap, and when you disarm the trap, I'm gonna approach you from here, right? I'm gonna come from here.
Yeah.
I'll come from here. You see me? Wait. Just crouch in Shack and tell me now, and then I'll come. You see where I am?
No. No, I do not see where you are.
Look through the back wall window.
I am. I don't see you. What?
I'm on the logs. You see me?
Am I blind, chat? I do not. Oh, I do now. Yeah. I see you.
Yeah. Okay,
yeah.
perfect. So I'm gonna act as if I was on like mid-map and I'm coming to Shack, right?
Uh-huh.
And you are gonna make a plan on what you do. Based on like where I'm coming from. You're gonna make a plan on what to do, and then be aware of the resources you have nearby so that you know where to go after Shack.
Okay. You coming?
I mean, did you look at the resources you have on the map? Do you know the pallets that you have available to you?
I have a rock gym over there.
Mm-hmm.
I have I think it's a TNL wall over there from the distance I can see. A jungle gym there we were just in. TNL wall over there.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know what's behind that.
So what safe things do you have available? That's enough. That's enough. For a real game, you wouldn't know the entire map, right? You just know all the safe things that are around you.
And in the corner. But that one in the corner is not safe because of long rocks on the outside.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then that one's over there. I think that one is safe. Is a long rock on this side? I think so.
This one's good because you can always make this next one. And this next one, you're probably gonna get zoned.
Yeah, so I would probably go from around Shack and then this way. And then to that way. It depends. It depends what you do, which way you push me, to be honest. If you push me that way, I'd go to the gym that way.
I can't push you any way that I want because you have Shack with a pallet. You can always go wherever you want.
Okay. So in that case, I would go from Shack maybe to the gyms over there.
I think that's better as well. You also, like this rock that you have, that's really, really good.
This one?
Yeah, this rock is really good because even if you, like, for example, if you have the distance to make this without dropping Shack, it's still really good because this rock is safe. You also have it if you have a lot of distance. You have the LT wall into the rocks, so you can hold the distance around LT and then go to the rock pallet. And no matter where I zone you, if I break it from here, right, this side, you make the jungle gym. And if I break it from the other side, you make Shack. So if you have enough distance to make this rock without dropping Shack, that's pretty good, right?
Okay.
So this is good. And then also, the second really good thing is this. And this is basically your key to go towards mid-map and get some distance.
Okay.
And then you have a lot of pellets on this side that you can also play if you make it there. If you make it towards top, that can also be good. But that's like too many steps. That's too many steps in the future. I mean, I agree. That's too many steps in the future. If you sit on a gen and Shack, you would just want to know if the killer comes from me, that's where I'm going.
Yep.
So you need to have a plan, right? All right.
Okay.
So now we're ready. Now you know what you have.
Okay, I'm crouched in the middle of Shack.
Say now and I'll come.
Okay, now. Oh no. I lost you. I lost you on like here.
Okay, important lesson,
should've
okay?
held the door for longer.
Important lesson. If the killer comes, if you're on this corner with the window, and the killer comes from here, you always only go to this wall
Okay.
to be safe, right? And also, give me some space, yeah. Look into the wall, and before you approach the door, before you actually cross the door, make sure you look inside. Why? Because look, if I come from here, you still make the window, right? You can even walk around the
Yep.
corner. Right now, you can walk around the corner, run to the window, you still make it. And I don't even get chased.
Yeah.
Whereas if I come from here, then you just go back to the corner you were just on, right?
Okay. Yep.
So you're still chilling either way. So you don't need to risk it anywhere because you're already on this wall and it's safe. You're gonna be fine. And if I come from this way outside, remember you have the rock. You don't need to go and drop Shack from the wrong side or risk the 50-50 window vault. You can just go to the rock and it's safe. Right? If I follow you here, you just go to the rock. If I go back inside, you have 2 windows here, you can always see me.
Okay.
So there's no reason to panic and run around anywhere. Alright, let's try this again. You ready? Yo,
Yeah.
Jojo.
Going back inside.
Ready?
Now.
Alright, let's go. Whoops. What did we talk
Yeah,
about?
I went that way.
What did we talk
No,
about? Go to the rock.
I panicked.
Yeah.
I was like, get to pallet. Survivor brain rot.
But that's exactly what I mean. With if you are aware of the things and you have a predetermined plan, you just need to follow it. Just need to think of it.
I need to be more confident in myself. I'm sorry.
All right, ready?
Like my brain is pretty fried.
Yeah, I believe that.
Now.
All right. That was maybe not the ideal pathing, but you still make it.
I'm gonna take this. Get me to safety. Oh, I got unlucky with that.
Alright, well done.
Is there a rock over here? Oh, there was. I went the other way though.
It's fine, you got 2 rocks. Both of them next to you.
Oh my god, I got stuck on a tree.
Oi, oi, oi. Not a tree. Okay.
I love wood.
Okay. Let's talk about the mistakes real quick. Come with me.
Yeah.
Come with me. So for this, if you look at the coming from here, what is the shorter path to the pallet? Is this right here, right?
This side.
Whereas if you go around the other side, you lost a lot of distance. You still made it, so it didn't really impact the chase much. But you could have even ran around the rock one time if you went straight. Also, I do like that you ran around the side here and didn't instantly play the check spots, because you have Lithe and Finesse up, so ideally you would not want to use them. And you have, as you can use the windows to Lithe off. What you didn't really do correctly is when I went around this, you didn't lose chase on the jungle gym. And since you didn't lose chase on the jungle gym, when I hit you, I had Bloodlust 2. If I didn't have Bloodlust 2, I couldn't have hit you.
Yeah. Okay.
So in this situation, for example, I think it would be better if you don't Lithe off of the T in the way you did, because your pathing after the Lithe is kind of suboptimal, right? Whereas I can just go here and I keep the chase. You would have a better time if you hold W and then you vault this window.
Okay.
And then you Lithe to the pallet.
Yeah. Okay, makes sense.
So that would have been an optimization there. After the hit, you did fine though. I also like that you ran through this and didn't instantly play this. Instead, you used your distance to go to the better rocks. Because both of these rocks, you see both of them, left and right. Both of these rocks are really, really good. Both of them also have the long side towards mid-map, so you can always come back to this. And I didn't break the jungle gym yet, so you still have that pallet.
Okay, so did
So
make
that was
some
really
good
good.
choices
Yeah,
in
so
there.
that was really good.
Yeah. Okay.
Wanna try one more time?
Yeah, sure.
Like, I didn't break the rock and I didn't break the jungle gym, you still have resources.
Okay.
Alright, you ready?
Now. No.
Well, why is there blood on the floor?
I wasn't even over there.
Yeah, it was
Alright,
like,
just
why
keep
is
my
there
through.
blood here? Okay, either way, after you get hit there, you need to think about, again, take a good hit. Make sure, like you just got hit plus life, you can't stay on track, right? Go
Yeah,
anywhere
I have to
else.
go that
Make the
way.
jungle gym, make the rock, make something, right?
Yeah.
That's very, very important. Like, even if you are quote unquote bad in chase, in the sense that in the like execution of playing the tiles, even if you're bad at that, if you take a good hit towards a good resource, you're going to still have a decent enough chase in like Forion to not throw the game. Like, taking a good hit is a very, very underrated thing. It's really, really important.
Okay.
That's another thing, by the
No.
way, that you always need to have. One second. That you always need to have a plan in mind for. You always need to have a plan in mind for where do I go if I get hit. You always need to think, I'm playing this resource right now. If for whatever reason I'm getting hit, this is where I'm going.
Yep.
Alright, you ready?
Yep. No.
Very nice.
Oh my god, you're Volta.
It's fine, you still make it.
Oh my god, you broke it.
Yeah, see, now it was not a good decision to do what you did.
I shouldn't have ran back here. Take a good hit.
Should have probably held W to the rock.
You're gonna get me. You got bloodlust.
Okay, I'll carry you. Alright. You see, when you were here and you dropped the pallet, you would have had enough distance to go to this rock.
Yeah.
That's the thing that you did correctly last chase, but now you forgot. And this was the crucial thing, because I got Bloodlust right after you dropped the pallet. So this becomes unsafe with Bloodlust. While you
Yeah.
also approached the jungle gym from the bad side, right? You approached it from the short side, while already in Bloodlust. So you're just instantly in another 50-50.
Okay, should I have gone from the front, from this side?
Whereas, no, you don't have the distance for that.
Okay.
I'm just explaining why this didn't work out for you. Why it didn't work. Because
Yeah.
you thought jungle gym safe resource, I should go there, right? But it didn't work out because you came there already with Bloodlust 1 and towards the short side. Whereas here, right? Whereas here, on this rock, you can lose Bloodlust. How do you lose Bloodlust? On this, by playing the vault with the check spots that I showed you.
Yep.
Important thing is,
Okay.
don't hold shift while you're waiting on the pallet, because then the killer still gets chased and keeps Bloodlust. Just don't hold shift while you're camping the pallet, only press shift to vault, the killer's gonna lose chase.
Okay. Was dropping that pallet the right decision?
No.
No.
You had enough distance to go to here.
Okay.
And this is a good pallet, and this is only a good pallet when you're outside of chase and no bloodlust.
Okay. So if I didn't have as much distance and you were closer to me,
Then you have to
drop
play this,
that?
yes. Then you have to play this.
Okay.
But if you are not forced to play this and you have a better resource available, going back to like the very, very start of the coaching, remember? The safe resource,
Safe.
playable resource. If you have a safe resource that you can play,
Yeah.
there's no reason to
Okay.
play a playable resource. You can use the playable resource if you have distance to delay until when you have to use the safe resource, but you still have to make the safe resource, right? That's the main thing.
Yep.
And this was a classic
Okay.
example of where we broke this rule, where we had a safe resource, but we played a playable resource, so you put yourself in a bad position.
Yeah.
Also, when on the first hit, you said correctly, take a good hit, but what you didn't realize is the way you took the hit wasn't good. Why? I hit you
Because I
when
went
you were
around the
here.
long way.
I hit you when you were
Yeah.
here. You were still in the mindset of, I have a pallet here, I don't want to get hit, right? That was your mindset.
Yeah.
You thought, let me try to make that pallet. But what you didn't realize is that you never make that pallet. You don't have the distance. So you need to go and switch the mindset from how can I avoid the hit, a pallet, to where do I want to take my hit towards? Well, probably the jungle gym, right?
Yeah.
So if
Yeah,
you
I should've
realize
gone around
that,
this
if you
way.
realize that here
Yeah.
you're like, oh, you're so close, I don't make that, right? You just think, where do I want to go with my hit? Not, where's my closest resource? Can I make this not get hit? And then
Yep.
you can do the correct thing, which is just go around track here and run straight to the jungle gym. And that way you reach your jungle gym
Yeah.
without any bloodlust, and probably you lose chase as well.
Okay. That makes sense. Yeah. I think I went that way, didn't I?
Because when you got hit, I hit you like here, and then I instantly went around this way, which is shorter than what you did, which is running around here. So you lost some distance.
Yeah, it's the panic again. I need to not panic. Okay.
Yeah, it's just
That makes a good sense.
more. You need more experience. Panic goes away with more experience. The more often you do something, the less scary it gets. It's true for like
Yeah,
anything
yeah.
you do in life, no matter if it's DVD or
And I've never done anything like this. Like this
yeah,
is
yeah,
like
exactly.
it's so much fun, but it's like so much to learn. So my brain is like I've probably got steam coming out of my ears right now, like with
All right then.
like an overloaded
How about this?
processor.
How about this? We do a last chase and then we call it for today.
Yeah, it sounds good.
Sounds good.
Thank you. Oh, I got stuck on the.
Okay, restart this.
Yeah, I got stuck on the edge of the
Also, window side on
window
chase
side.
start.
Yeah,
Also, Shack has no pallet. Do you really want to stay at Shack?
probably not. No.
Multiple things to
I
consider.
forgot there's no Yeah, we use the resources, don't we? Okay.
Multiple things to consider. That looked so funny. You teleported away on my screen.
Oh, really?
Don't think you'll make this.
Whoa. Yeah, I didn't make that. I don't have anything over here, do I? Oh, I have a shit one.
You have this.
That's not good.
Look,
What? I have what?
look.
Rock?
This. Look.
Oh, that. Sorry, I didn't see that. Yet. I was thinking, why are you swinging at a rock? Like, what is
No,
that? Okay. Yeah. That makes sense. I was thinking. he's
Okay, so
swinging at a rock
we
in
again
the
had
air.
we again had a thing where you weren't aware that you couldn't go around this and be safe. So that was the first thing, and then after you realized, wait, I don't make it around this, you shouldn't drop the pallet anymore because you're already getting hit,
Yeah.
right? Before it. And then you need to think about how do I take a good hit?
Yeah, that was
So the
bad
moment,
from
for
me.
example, the moment you realize that you don't make it back to the pallet, just hold W straight to main, get the hit, vault the window, and it's fine for you. You can even when you get hit, you can go through the pallet, vault the window the other way. You just think, well, I get hit, I fucked up, but at least I make main building with max distance. So that's good.
So I should have dropped this on the first loop, right?
Yes, you just drop this at the start. Because I was too close to you.
Okay.
So you just drop it, and then either I can try to mind game you or I break it. And you need to have a plan again. Like every step of the way, when you drop this pallet, you need to have a plan for what do I do if the killer tries to outplay it? What do I do if the killer breaks it from this side? And what do I do if the killer breaks it from this side?
Okay.
The moment you use the
Yeah.
resource, you need to have a plan for all three of these things. And then when let's say I break it, then I don't know, your plan was I go back to the jungle gym. For example, I go back to the jungle gym as a plan. You're like, okay, if the killer breaks it from that side, I break it from that side. You're like, I go back to the jungle gym. Then you go back to the jungle gym. The moment you reach the jungle gym, you're like, well, if the killer follows me, I do this. If the killer breaks the pallet from this side, I do this. If the killer breaks the pallet from this side, I do this.
Okay.
Every step
Yeah,
of the way,
step
you
by
need
step
to have
ahead.
the next step planned.
Okay.
That's the important thing. That's what I'm trying to get to you with the like making plans. If you're doing
I'll
a
definitely
gen,
work on
no
that.
matter where the killer comes from, you need to have a plan where do you go. And then
Yeah.
every step of the way that you chase, it's like, okay, I'm playing this right now. If the killer breaks from that side and outplays it, what do I do next?
Yep.
Those
that
are
makes
the
good
two.
sense.
I know there was a lot of information and a lot of details with the check spots and stuff, but generally speaking, those are like the weak DC. Those are the two important things that I want you to take away from this.
Definitely. And I'll
Make
definitely try,
plans. Make
putting
plans.
them
It
in.
will help you.
Yeah.
It will absolutely help you with feeling safe while you play things. That's the check spots. And then the plans, every step of the way, make sure you are aware of, if the killer comes to me, I do this. And then every step of the way, every palette that you play, every resource that you use, always know, depending on what the killer does, this is my next step.
Yep. Okay. That is a lot of info in my brain.
It is, yeah.
It's definitely fried, but I think I've took on board most of it. Just remembering it and
Yeah,
put it into
I think the check
practice is
spots
gonna be a lot of
maybe
fun.
a bit much on all the different things for now, right? But again, that's why I'm trying to
That's good to know, though.
highlight and repeat the most important things. Make plans, and when you are comfortable making plans, try to look into the check spots so that you actually feel safe on the safe things that you play. But having a plan is a very, very big step into feeling safe.
Yeah, definitely. I think that's going to help me a lot. Thank you so much, Lazy. You've been incredible, honestly. Thank you for Laser's chat for being so sweet and supportive as well. Thank you, guys. But yeah, I really enjoyed that. Thank you. It's a lot to learn, and I'll try and get used to doing that. And hopefully, we can have another session soon, maybe.
Yeah, we can do that. Can we
Thank you
shout it
so
out?
much.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, you guys, if you're not already following Laser, please do go follow.
There we
Learn
go.
a lot more. Thank you, Lazy. You're really sweet. I really appreciate you.
Yo, thank
Have a
you,
great
Crossfire
afternoon.
Madman. Thank you for gifting 5 subs to the community. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you for helping Minx. Of course. That was cool. I think there was a lot of interesting
think you
information for a
muted.
lot of people. Yeah, I
Thank
was
you for the follow. Oh, yeah.
I was talking to the chat.
But yeah, no, I really appreciate you. Thank you so much.
All right, so I guess the homework is always think about plans. It's gonna take some mental effort. So, but the cool thing about it is you can practice it at any point in every game you play.
Plans and identifying playable,
Yeah.
safe, and
Use
shit.
safe things. Use safe things. Use safe things first. Make sure you can use them. And always have a plan. It's gonna take some mental effort and
definitely.
energy while you play. If you want to try to think about plans and you're not already used to automatically doing it, and you're
Yeah.
gonna have to go through that until it gets automatic. But yeah, that's the important thing for you to focus on right now if you wanna improve at DBD.
Yeah, 100%. I do. I will definitely do my best. Thank you so
Alright.
much again. I appreciate you so much.
When you feel like you kind of got used to it, maybe let me know and we can figure out. And I'll test you. I'll test you the next time and we'll figure out what
You'll
the next
test
step
me
is.
and I
All right.
fail and you'll send me back away to study again.
But maybe if you do well, with something new, you know, that would be the goal.
Yeah, that'd be really good. Yeah, that sounds great. Thank you so much
Alright.
again. Take care.
Thank you, Minx.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you. Bye.
All right, chat. I am sorry I could not really read chat or interact with you guys much because yeah, a lot of coaching and a lot of talking and explaining. But I hope it was interesting for you guys too. It was fine. It was her time. Exactly. Hello, Nemo. What's up? Did you guys let go of Wobo? We're not done yet. No. Wobo is definitely one of the considerations. Also, I wouldn't say there's any letting go of, because it's not like Nokron got new players or removed players. It's more to think of this as a new team. It's a new team that people are joining. There's no one that can be let go of because it's not like old team, you know? Can you teach what is called good pathing and how to think where to go and which tile to choose when looping? I mean, I'm not a master of this myself, but I'll turn on the screen share again and go back to this. The way you want to think about this, Desire, is you want to use all the safe resources that you have on the map. And you want to delay time as much as possible before you have to use them while still making them safe. So you use your playable resources for distance before you then have to use the safe resource. And you try to chain that together as many times as possible. Right? That's kind of how you want to think about the Desire. It's like you want to find a way to path in a way that allows you to use all the safe resources, or as many of them as possible, while also using other things that you have, distance holders, worse pallets, etc., and your full distance, to try to make it as far as possible. And try to delay for as long as possible before you have to use the safe resource. Will you recommend greeting pallets on 90 ms host ping? That depends on what pallet it is and what resources you have around it. It's like, it depends what pallet. Without being in a specific situation, it's always it depends. 90 ping just makes it harder to drop the pallet correctly to get your distance. Like, I'll draw this here as well. It's like a concept that I thought about teaching to Minx, but I didn't want to overload more information. Like, the way Desire, the way that your ping affects playing pallets is this. If the killer's in red, right, and you're in blue, you want to drop the killer. Look, you want to drop the pallet when the killer, let's draw you here. You want to drop the pallet when the killer is here, right? You want to drop the pallet as late as possible so that if the killer short swings, you still get the stun and you don't get hit. But you don't want to drop the pallet when the killer is here, because then the killer has a lot less distance to cover to double back and bloodlust the pallet, right? So you want to drop the pallet when the killer is as close to the pallet as possible. And with 90 ping, this position is gonna be further away for you than it is for people with less ping. They will drop it here. So this distance between those two spots, that is the distance that you lose because of your ping. So if you can drop the pallet after greeting, still in the same spot as here, then you can greet and it doesn't make a difference. But if you greet and then the killer is closer than what is safe for you, then greeting is bad. Any specific ideas against Wraith? I am the wrong person to ask about Wraith, unless it's that Doxaloon specific. So I don't think I should give advice on that, because it's probably gonna be incorrect. I'm gonna stop answering the questions, because it's gonna be a lot of questions for now. But I hope this helped for your previous question. All right, let's get rid of this. Let me scroll up in chat a second, see if I missed anything. Hendrix is sad that I stole Bulletar from him. Interesting that V1 leaves Oracle. Again, I wouldn't see it as anyone joining Nokron or joining Oracle, or anyone leaving Nokron or leaving Oracle. The way this basically happened is that Nokron and Oracle both don't exist on their own anymore, and the players that were, like, some of the players on both teams tried to make a new team together with the options that were available. Does praxis mean practice? yes, but not practice as in we are practicing something, but as in theory versus practice. In that sense. In that sense, praxis means practice, yes. Theory and practice. But not practice as in we are practicing drawing Dead by Daylight, whatever the fuck. Honestly, I don't know how to describe praxis in English to someone. It's theory and practice. Practice, in that sense, is a synonym for praxis. Praxis can also mean like the process of applying theory, of using theory. Two teams merged, basically? Basically, yes. But it's like, it's not like two teams merged, it's like a new team is formed with members of both teams. I'm interested in getting paid coaching. DM me on Discord, Desire. You can contact me on Discord. I'm also gonna set up a Discord channel for coaching. Practice as in the noun or verb? Practice as in the noun. Like theory versus practice. In that sense, praxis means practice. Who's gonna play Killer Saka Bolitar? Barbosa, we posted the Killer split on Discord. You can check it in the announcements. !team if you need to Discord server. It's Nocturn's old server. Okay, guys, I'm gonna... What's the queue time right now? !queue time. I can't type. Where time? 7 minutes, 4 seconds. Yeah, guys, I think it's looking bad. I think it's looking bad. I don't think I'll go through that. I think I'm gonna end stream and go eat dinner. I think that's the play right now. I'll answer Yasho's question first. Gotta run, but I sent you a DM, brother. Okay. I'll check DMs after stream as well. Probably like next hour though, not instantly. Would Windows help by unburdening the brain at this? I'm assuming you mean putting less load on the brain with that. Would Windows help by unburdening the brain at the start and then taking it out of the build once somebody's more comfortable with looping? It depends what you're trying to learn, Yashoi. If you're at the point where you need to learn the map and tile layout, I don't think it's beneficial because you're gonna start relying on it. But if you're already somewhat competent in Chase and your weakness that you're trying to solve is you struggle with chaining windows and palettes and tiles together, and basically the step where you're trying to get the most out of your playable resources before using the safe resources, if you're trying to improve that, then I think it's good to run Windows. Because at that point, you already know what the palettes and the fillers and the locations of them are on the map, and you're just trying to make yourself be more aware of what you have available, which can help your brain to like connect yellow basically. But if you're at the point where it's run to yellow, don't run Windows, it's bad for you. But if you're at the point where you're trying to figure out how to connect yellow, then Windows is good for you. At least that's how I see it. Learning chases and looping more than anything from a Genrat position, then I wouldn't run it. You need to learn how to chase without Windows, and only then you can put on Windows to connect yellow. Don't use Windows to run to yellow. Alright. Guys, it is time. It is time to figure out who we're gonna raid. I had insane fun this stream, I'm not gonna lie. I love coaching, and I hope you guys found it interesting and got some value from it as well. At least that's the hope. I am going to raid. I think we're just gonna raid Minx. Guys, I think we're just gonna raid Minx. We are going to raid Minx, guys. Those of you who want to watch Dan are gonna watch Dan anyways afterwards. and I'm gonna dip. I'm going to be back tomorrow at same time as today. Same time as today. Gonna be back tomorrow with another stream. Thank you guys for watching. And the usual. Exclamation mark raid. Hello team smiley face if you're not a sub. Lasery for hello if you're a sub. And be nice to Minx, okay?